What's that?
It's Tuesday, Albuquerque! You know what that means? That means the Lady Lobos bowed out of the Mountain West tournament a little early.
That's awfully nice of them, Fred Slow. Just let someone else win the thing. Who wants to win every time? So kind, so considerate, really.
Lady Lobos did not want to win when they scored only 7 in the third quarter yesterday.
But you can get touchdowns in women's basketball?
There's 4 quarters.
Okay.
Men's, they do halves.
If you get a touchdown a quarter, that's 28 points.
That's not enough points to win.
Yeah, you got to hit 30 to win football games these days.
In women's basketball?
Oh, crap, women's basketball. Oh, that's not good.
No, it was bad.
I thought you were talking about Lady Lobo football.
No, and they were the number 2 seed.
Yeah, that's not good. And their coach got Coach of the Year the day before.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So it was said. I just don't know, Ben.
Think they hit reverse on that mail? Hey,
It's the FedEx.
actually, send that brother back.
Yes.
How heavily do they insure those trophies when they send them, do you think? Like pretty heavily, right?
All of the records were like super similar in the Mountain West. Like I know they were ranked 1 through, 8? 10? But like, I mean, you're number 2 seed, man. Man, you're number 2 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're number 2 seed.
That should be an easy win. You don't get any competition until the second round. You should win that. That's why they do the seeding, Fred. I don't know if you know this. So you're rewarded in the playoffs by how well you do in the regular season.
Correct.
The better you do in the regular season, the higher seed you have.
To make it easier.
And conversely, they put the bad teams on the bottom.
Yeah.
So at least the good teams who tried really hard and won a bunch of games in the regular season, they get to at least win one for their fans. That's why they rank them like that.
They did not. The Lady Lobos did not. Hey Marie, were you listening to the game last night? Hey Marie, welcome to the show.
I just had someone come in the studio for some breaking news.
Ooh.
But it was Joe Flacco has been released by the Browns.
Yeah, they signed Deshaun Watson.
And someone just wanted me to come in for me to inform you guys.
Yep.
It's a pretty good swap-a-reno.
Jameis Winston?
Yeah, Jameis Winston for Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting to that.
Jameis Winston is better than Joe Flacco and Deshaun Watson. He should be the starter.
It's hard for me to really put focus on the NFL.
Also, great season, Lady Lobos. Thank you for entertaining the Albuquerque and surrounding areas. You filled up the pit all year. Give the people something to root for. Just didn't end the way you wanted it to. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. I'd rather have Jameis. Mm-hmm.
People are going crazy around here with NFL free agency.
It is wild. The last 2 days have been nuts. Usually, like, free agency kind of trickles in. It's like you got a couple a day, like one domino falls, you negotiate with the next guy, then the next guy goes, then the next guy over a span of like a week or two. Not even. We've had a hard 48 hours here.
Well, I think, obviously they've been working all the deals, but they're waiting for that cap number.
Mm-hmm.
Once the cap number hits, and then you usually find like a guy that sets like the position value,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's real easy for everyone else to fall in line. I wonder if it has anything to do with March. I guess teams sign into April too, though, don't they? Yeah.
I mean, the leftovers.
You go to
the big names all go. The second free agency opens up.
Yeah.
That sets the market. You start negotiating down as each big name player's gone, and then boom, it trickles on until it's time for training camp again. It was just the Super Bowl.
Like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. It seemed like we just got back from the Super Bowl last week.
Do you think the Lady Lobos are going to play in the big tournament?
They should be able to. I feel like they're one of the best 32 teams in the country.
You think?
One bad loss shouldn't define your season.
They were only favored by like 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, in their defense, they basically had the same record as the number 7 seed.
Doesn't look like they had a very strong strength of schedule, right?
Sure. Yeah, they had the exact same record. No, they were 1 win better going into that game yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between 2 seed and 7 seed.
13 wins versus quadrant 3 teams, so that's 44th most in the nation. Okay. Because after you do all the automatic qualifiers and blah, 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 you don't end up with that many at-large opportunities. And this is going to hurt your feelings, friend of the show, so I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. That's not my intention. Going out in the first round of the Mountain West Conference is not the entry to the NCAA tournament that you think it is.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
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 There are some booty conferences out there. Nationally speaking, the Mountain West is looked at like one often. You have to get through it. You have to beat it up. Well, I don't know, Fred. There's that team that went out last in the Atlantic 10 conference. No, that's what I'm trying to say. It's the exact same thing.
All right.
You see,
not only does ESPN not have them in the top 32, they don't have them in the top 68 right now.
No, I don't think so, man.
Yep. That was a bummer. It's a big L right now. I'm assuming they got bumped out of this projected tournament bracket literally last night.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Because if it's, and again, is the Mountain West better than the AAC? Probably. It's not better than the ACC. Probably better than the American East. Probably better than the ASUN. Probably better than the Atlantic 10. Not better than the Big 12, Big East. Big Sky, probably better than the Big Sky.
I agree. Yeah, I think they're right.
Probably better than the Big South, not better than the Big 10, not better than the Big West. Nah, probably better than the CAA, not better than Conference USA.
I got them ranked, 6th best conference, women's basketball.
You think?
5th, make an argument for 5th.
You got them better in the Ivy League?
Yeah.
Horizon League?
Yeah.
The MAC is tough. There's a bunch of them, man. And you always get like a weird team out of that. Like Toledo always comes out of the MAC, right? And you're like, oh, here they are, upsetting teams again. Yeah. Give me the Mountain West if you want them in the mix, I guess. I don't think they're better than Mississippi Valley. I think Mississippi Valley has better basketball than Mountain West.
I disagree. Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah?
Yeah. If a number 7 San Diego State team can beat a number 2 UNM Lobo team with the coach of the year, they'll pretty much demolish anybody in the lower southeastern Mississippi Valley, whatever.
I don't think they're better than the Ohio Valley. Like Morehead State and University of Tennessee Martin. I don't know, dude. There's especially in women's basketball, there's just the Patriot. I don't know. Outside looking in, dude. Colgate will get in. American will get in. Both those teams will get in.
I think once you get knocked out like the top 8-ish women's programs, it's anybody's game every year. After your UConns and your Texas and your all the big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can sneak in and make some noise.
Well, and if something weird happens, I'll just give you an example. Let's look at the Southland Conference, right? If McNeese doesn't win the whole thing, also talking women's basketball, super weird. But if McNeese doesn't win that whole conference tournament, they get into the NCAA tournament.
Right.
There's another one where the Lobos don't get in.
Yeah.
And obviously that's like an A&M Christie or whoever will upset them. But you had to do better than losing in the opening round. You just had to. You did not do better. You are out.
You got to take care of business if you're a number 2 seed. Number 1, number 2 seed, you don't win the first game. That's, not ideal.
The WAC is better. It's not good, dude. And in the West Coast Conference, WCC, St. Mary's, Gonzaga, San Francisco, and Santa Clara all have 20 wins. Like it's
Yeah, I mean, as do the Lobos, Lady Lobos.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like all these teams, you think would go more than one game into their conference tournament. Like so, just comparatively, right there, you're like, oh shoot, this thing's done.
Hey, as many teams as there are in college basketball, both men's and women's, this is going to happen a bunch. It's just quite unfortunate that the talk of the town, the Lady Lobos, who had a lot of momentum going in at the end of the season, who had a lot of people rooting for them, didn't do as, I mean, I don't want to use strong sports radio words like choked and ruined season like that, because we're talking about young student athletes and they don't deserve this kind of talk. They deserve praise for everything they've done, making it through this season and giving hope to this community and to this fan base. But it's adjacent to that.
Yeah.
1 and 2 seeds, you got to win your first game before you even play a good team. Then again, I'll harp on this one more time. The 7 seed San Diego State Lady Aztecs had literally 1 less win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not a difference of a 2 and a 7 right there.
That's all non-conference stuff, though. Like if you're over there playing D2, D3, Southern California feeder school, and you're just caking up a bunch of wins, cool. I'd say that UNM, Lady Lobos didn't have that part of their schedule. They had that part of their schedule too. But it's, to me, let's say San Diego State goes on to win the whole thing. Why not? They beat the Lobos last night. Why not?
The boys almost did it last year.
Yeah. Oh, now you're done. Like that's it. That's the representative from the Mountain West for the women. Because there's not another example of talent. There's not an example of competitive. Because if the number 7 can come up and win the whole dang thing, which they can.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. I got to pull it up. Utah State's pretty good. Nevada's pretty good. I mean,
there's a lot of parity in the conference.
Yeah, I subscribe to that. Yeah, just disappointing. That's the whole thing. That's the final word on it. You want them to go well. And the team. By the way, like friend of the show, the basketball programs this year super focused on basketball. Where I didn't see the Lady Lobos out in the community anywhere. I didn't see Coach Bradbury on this show. I saw teams that were dialed in and thought they had the talent this year, maybe with an NIL push. Maybe they thought Lobo Club was going to get them over the top. Maybe they thought that this was the last run with this type of whatever. If this is the best effort, it was out in the first round.
Yeah, and does this put more pressure on the men's now?
Oh, my God, yeah. Pressure that, to this point, they don't know how to rise to. They don't know how to win or close games. They don't know how to win final possession games. It's infuriating. Is that the word? Frustrating is close to strong enough. I mean, get up and get down the court, right? I mean, you better outrun them, better outshoot them, every single person, because you're not going to win in a close basketball game. You might win in athleticism. You might win in competition.
As far as the men's tournament goes, segue there, you're glad that there's buys for the top teams. Because even though Air Force already beat you, you're really glad you get to go 6-11 instead of 5-6 in this tournament.
Yeah.
You get to warm up. You get to get your sea legs. You get to play a team that you should beat. Again, should beat. Air Force already handled New Mexico, but I do believe the boys will rise to the occasion tomorrow. After that, let's see the matchups, and I might be saying differently.
Well, there you have it. Tough one today. Good for us, though. We get to be here all day today. We get to be here all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Men's basketball is on KKLB. Tip-off tomorrow night. Amory, what time's tip-off for the men's game?
I believe it's 6.
6?
Yeah, I'm going to double check.
6 Nevada, 5 here.
Okay.
5.
So we'll hang out with you for an hour before you switch over to KKLB. Be a lot of pro wrestling talk starting at 5 o'clock tomorrow. We at the Y tomorrow?
We are at the Y tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do that.
Very exciting.
We're at the Duke store today. Come hang out. 10% off if you come in and you're friend of the show. Van will take care of you. I promise you that. Steve Palmisano not with us yet. Updates to come. Andy
He's out running errands. He checked in with the boys.
Oh, you decided to run errands during the show?
He'll come back when he's done choring.
Maybe Steve doesn't want to talk because the Dallas Cowboys have done nothing during free agency.
Less is more. That's what they say.
Thanks, Lady Lobos. I canceled a tea time today.
Andy Lyman from the paper will join us whenever we get back. It's 2 minutes. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report brought to you by Quality by Deal
Clear?
in Pennsylvania.
Don't be mad. This March, make your March happy at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas, featuring the best selection of Sierra 1500s with rates as low as 0.9%. Quality Buick GMC on Lomas Northeast and QualityDeal.com.
Well, traffic right now, those slowdowns westbound on I-40 just keep growing. We've got crash cleanup going on I-40 westbound at 12th Street. That is blocking your 3 right lanes. You're going to want to get all the way over to the left to get around that. But the bigger issue there is you're going to see slowdowns now extending all the way back past Wyoming. So if you can, just avoid the area altogether. If not, you're going to have to be patient as you attempt to make your way through there. Elsewhere around the city right now, southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna, you're going to see some slowdowns. Those last until Comanche. Northbound I-25, Gibson to Lomas, traffic moving a bit slow there as well. Also seeing congestion westbound on Montano between Rio Grande and Coors, and headed west on Paseo right now, Jefferson until the river. Traffic moving a bit slow there as well.
Brought to you by First Choice Community Healthcare. First Choice Community Healthcare in Los Lunas is hosting a free COVID-19 vaccine shot clinic on Friday, March 15th at their location on Don Pascal from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The First Choice Community Healthcare free shot clinic is open to everyone 6 months and older.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West is red hot, but only one team is guaranteed an automatic berth. Listen to the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bach, live from the Mountain West Tournament in Vegas. Brought to you by Coleman Vision. Perfect vision, perfect game. Airport parking, easier, quicker, smarter. Enchanted Mechanical, the heating and cooling doctor. DSI Document Solutions Inc. NM. Boost your productivity and reduce your costs with DSI. And by Frontier Restaurant, an Albuquerque tradition for more than 50 years. Mountain West coverage and the NCAA tournament live here. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Spring is here. That means long car trips. That might not be very friendly to your vehicle.
Oh, man.
It's Jeff Symbieta, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at On the Spot Automotive Detailing. Awarded Best of the City because they know what it takes when it comes to professional restoration and cleaning for your vehicle. Keep the dirt and mud out this spring and call On the Spot. They'll detail your car wherever and whenever it's convenient. They also offer window tint services for your vehicle. Book today at otsdetailing.com. That's otsdetailing.com.
When choosing a lawyer after a car wreck, you need to consider the law firm's experience, results, and reputation. Lerner & Rose stands above other law firms when it comes to experience and results, helping over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When it comes to reputation, we have thousands of 5-star reviews. Call us today and let us put our experience, proven results, and reputation to work for you.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
Looking for another awesome sweet deal? Your next amazing meal is calling. This week's sweet deal is from Tomasitas Albuquerque. This Friday at 9 a.m., you'll get $50 to Tomasitas for only $25. Wow, that's a sweet deal.
Real corn. Real New Mexico chili, real beef, real honey. That's what Tomasitas Restaurant has been serving since 1974. When Tomasita Leva opened her restaurant, she made everything from scratch using her grandmother's recipes. And to this day, that's still the Tomasitas way. Whether you're in the mood for a piping hot relleno, a mouth-watering tamale, a cool margarita, or a refreshing cerveza, an oversized burrito, or a smothered enchilada, savor the taste of Tomasitas. Now in Albuquerque on I-25 in Jefferson, in front of Century Rio 2024. Open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week.
Get your $50 to Tomacitas Albuquerque for only $25. At Tomacitas, they don't mess with the chili, and that's why it tastes so good. Log on to the station's website and click the Sweet Deals logo Friday at 9 a.m. You'll be saying sweet.
The only thing better than high quality is Golden Pride. When you take pride in doing something you love, you're sure to deliver the best quality in anything you do. That's why Golden Pride has been delivering some of the best barbecue chicken and ribs since 1972. And to top it off, they're also known for their award-winning burritos for the best tasting in town. Golden Pride thanks to UNM Sound Pack and Spirit Squads for their contribution to keeping the Lobos spirit alive. Join Golden Pride in supporting the UNM Lobos. I'm Jeff Symbieta. Wednesday on the opening drive from Las Vegas. Game day for Lobo men's basketball. They get set to open up the conference tournament against Air Force. And the latest on NFL free agency. JJ Buck and I start at 7 a.m.
The dry box.
Ready?
Yep.
Mike's up.
Back on the program. Back live at the Albuquerque News Store. Andy Lyman's joining us from the paper. Andy, what's up, brother?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me back.
State tournament's going on right now. Does that change how the paper works, the state basketball tournament? You guys put any love out there?
Not really, no. That's not really our readership. Maybe some.
Yeah?
We're trying to go for the alternative news, so give us that alternative angle of the games, maybe.
What is the alternative?
News adjacent. Perfect for our program.
You guys know Daniel Libet? Know who he is?
Not familiar.
I mean, of course we do, but you mentioned it for the listener.
He did New Mexico Fishbowl for a while. It made a lot of people angry about his coverage of the Lobos and sued UNM. Anyway, he sort of takes a different angle. He's a sports guy, but he covers it from a different angle. Instead of just gamers and box scores.
Is he in this episode? Or this edition?
No. He's actually in Chicago, but he's from Albuquerque.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were just plugging one of your sports writers.
That's no. I don't think I could afford to live it.
Because please do.
I think the paper is a fun go-to because all these families do come to Albuquerque for the tournament, right? They come from all over the state. And obviously we talked about the paper we talked about it last week when you come on. But it's all the events going on, it's all the cool stuff. I imagine this thing gets picked up by a lot of people for the first time.
When we get a lot of reads is during the Balloon Fiesta, right?
Yeah.
We do a special issue before the Balloon Fiesta, or right after it, I guess, right after it starts, called 101 Things to Do in Albuquerque. That way all the out-of-towners can figure out what to do besides go watch balloons all day.
You went to the United game on Saturday?
I did. It was great.
I mean, what's up, though, with the team?
The team itself, they're new, right? I mean,
yeah, they all
so many
lot
new
of new guys.
Yeah.
How did the whole crowd know who everyone was?
They do that. Remember,
there's like a passion for United soccer that you don't understand.
There's a couple of names that I don't know how to pronounce, but they sort of show them up on the screen. You can't always read it very well, but I didn't see Van there on Saturday.
Yeah, what's your problem?
Yeah, I had a tea time, had a golf date with my buddy. It was his birthday.
It's a good day for it.
Yeah, I don't like missing United matches, but
you got more.
That was one.
You golf so slow, you couldn't be done by 2 in the afternoon?
Tea time was 1. Yeah, so, yeah.
Still, same question.
Andy did see Van at Santa Ana.
That's
Casino,
accurate.
Yeah, that's true. The host of that comedy show, just top notch.
So I do see an advertisement for the comedy show Annie Letterman. No mention of the host. That's a bummer. That's a bummer.
I don't know.
Make the paper, Marie. Did you send them a strongly worded email?
No, I am sending Andy something, though, that you guys will probably eventually see.
I gave her some homework while I saw her on Saturday.
Nice. Did you finish your homework, Marie?
There's no way she finished her homework.
What do you mean?
Andy said he just gave you some homework.
He did give me some homework, and he's going to like it.
Okay.
I finished on Sunday, actually.
Overachiever. Look at you. The next day, you finished your homework?
You want a job?
Andy Lyman joined us in the paper, obviously. We were talking a little bit about the United. We're talking a little bit about the paper. So it's kind of a weird schedule with the United, right? So they have the first home game, then they're on the road for like a month straight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've been in this game. You're a big fan of the team, obviously. You kind of know the pulse of the city. Do you have concern that it'll simmer off? Because there was 11,000 plus on opening day.
I don't think so. I mean, I think I've only seen soccer fandom in the city just grow.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I remember when United started, I'm like, And in their first season, people were out there tailgating.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other games that people tailgate for here are football, right?
Right. And that's only one.
Yeah.
Every 2 years.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's strong. I think on the political side of things, right? We're talking about a stadium.
Yep.
I think the last time, and that may be a little bit of a different story as far as supporting where a stadium goes. Who wants a stadium in their neighborhood?
Me.
I don't know.
Me. Yeah,
I mean,
totally me.
I already kind of have one, so I
already got one.
I'm real close to that complex. I got baseball, basketball, football, soccer. What else can I ask for? Cricket. Oh, they're
professional soccer. You could ask for professional soccer.
Apparently, that's true. Apparently, the city's sort of toying around with the idea of putting cricket pitches at the Balloon Fiesta Park.
I love that so much. I will learn stuff about cricket if we have it here.
I don't know anything.
I will
about
put
it.
in a concerted effort. I know it takes 3 days.
No, it's
and
3 sticks.
And I don't have the patience for it, but I want to learn.
3 shells?
I mean, I wonder, do they have?
You're thinking of The Fifth Element.
I wonder if they have a pitching clock.
Wrong 3 shells.
No pitching clock.
It was
I guess.
Demolition Man, actually.
No, cricket could take longer than baseball.
It was, wasn't it? My bad.
Demolition Man.
You don't get enough Demolition Man references on this program. Thank you.
Do we? I don't know if that's true.
I don't know. I guess I get angsty because then I get it. Like the isotope season starts, and obviously, I think they get priority schedule wise. I think, but by the time the United come back, it's like, okay, are you guys still paying attention? Like, is everyone still here? And I hope that they are. I hope that in the time with maybe they win a couple on the road and you come back, and before you know it,
I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I've got it on, I think, Hulu or something where I can watch their away games on one of the ESPN pluses. Or something like that. So their following is, I mean, everyone knows who the players are. They know the scores. I think that the fan base is pretty solid.
It's just wild better in person. Like some of those, and no offense to the league, but like some of those away streams suck.
Right.
I mean, it's like, well, my opinion, trying to watch hockey on TV versus being there in person.
Yeah, it's no good.
It's sort of, I'd rather watch baseball on TV than soccer or hockey. I think.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Baseball, everything. If you ask me a question, the answer is baseball. You ask me a math question, the answer is baseball.
Yeah. 6, 4, 3.
So, yeah.
I've been in Albuquerque 15 years. Been in New Mexico 30. I think I got my finger on the pulse of people's attitude here, and conversely to like almost everything that goes down in Albuquerque and New Mexico, United is one of the things that was wildly popular when it started and just maintained it the whole time.
I think
usually something new here is wildly exciting for a while and it loses its luster. But here's United, year 6, like they're doing fantastic.
They hit it the right time, right? Because soccer in general is starting to get this surge in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, right, Messi coming to Miami. I mean, my kid is a diehard soccer fan. He probably knows more about soccer players than Van does about baseball players.
There's no way.
Well, I'll bring him in.
Let's go. Challenge accepted.
What's the big news around town? Otherwise, what's the big downtown news? What's the to do?
Well, the issue that you're combing through right now is we've got a big feature about the weird machine down at Sister.
Yeah.
I discovered this the other day. Everyone calls it Sister Bar, but apparently it's just Sister.
Just Sister.
Yeah. So that issue will be out until Thursday. The next issue we got coming out on Thursday, there's a big spread in there about lowriders and lowrider culture in Albuquerque.
Hell yes.
Okay.
That came from the folks, I call them my straight-laced cousins over at City Desk. They're sort of an offshoot of the paper. Roberto Rosales, great photographer, took a bunch of awesome photos of lowriders downtown. So that's
I love a nice Sunday cruise downtown.
Yeah.
Sit on,
Do you go
grab
down
one
there?
of the patios and hang out and watch all the cars go by.
I got to make it down there on a Sunday. I see everyone's Instagram videos. I just never make it down there myself.
It's good on the stretches. It's weird at the intersections because there's just all these weird standoffs.
I was gonna say just a bunch of blinkers and.
I've never seen a single blinker down there. I don't know if that
No.
happens. Yeah, that's not the style.
Not on
No,
Sunday.
not down there.
What I've done historically, I used to live downtown. I'm still downtown, just on the other side of the tracks now. Is I used to get my Prius, and I would drive in the lowrider show off every Sunday, and I would just like go gas brake, gas brake, gas brake, gas brake. So it looks like I had hydraulics.
Yeah.
And people thought it was hilarious.
Did people
Skinny
think that?
idiot white boy. Well, they were pointing and laughing.
Yeah.
So,
laughing
yeah.
with you.
It doesn't matter if it's with or at. Don't care.
Do you charge your car with the brakes? Does the Prius do that?
Yeah, so it was like I just can do that forever.
Okay, so you're just
theoretically. Yeah.
Your battery's got 120% in it.
All the time.
Yeah.
We got some big updates from the NFL. Whenever we get back, Andy's going to stick around with us. We're going to tell you where your favorite player is at in a same face new place.
All right.
Boys are live at the Albuquerque Duke store. Come hang out with us. Intersection of Carlisle and Central. Doors are open until 7 tonight. Ben, can we sell stuff till 7? I don't really know the rules.
It will be locked at 6. But friends of the show who come up and would like to buy some top shelf Duke's team store merch,
we got you.
We'll open the door for you.
Tune in on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Clear.
KFC's new smashed potato bowl is here. Fries, mashed potatoes, cheese, and bacon come together to make a smashable snack that's only $3.49. It's finger licking good.
So traffic right now, crash cleanup continuing westbound on I-40 as you approach 12th Street. And those backups still extend back almost all the way to Wyoming. You're going to be very careful. Get over to the left as you make your way through there. Southbound on I-25 right now, you're going to see slowdowns starting right around Osuna. They're going to last until Montgomery. And then again, exiting from southbound I-25 onto westbound I-40. Seeing some backups in there as well. Northbound I-25 right now, Gibson to Lomas, traffic moving slow there. Also dealing with congestion westbound on Paseo. That's going to start at I-25. It'll last until Coors. And westbound on Montano right now between the Rio Grande and Coors, traffic moving slow there also.
This message is brought to you by the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish. TJ Trout here, and spring fishing in New Mexico is fantastic. Take it from me. For more information or to go buy your license online, visit the Department of Game and Fish website at wildlife.state.nm.us. Get out and fish, New Mexico.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Every year in March, 68 teams come together, all looking for one thing. To be NCAA basketball's top team.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Catch the madness.
For the win!
Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game. This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs, like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppable bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables in Wash Scent Beads.
Let's be honest. When you fly out of town, you want things to go smoothly. That happens when you start at airport parking. It's so easy. Shuttles run every 4 minutes. You get picked up at your vehicle, dropped off at the terminal door, and your bags are unloaded for you. That's convenient. And you get all of that starting at just $4.95 per day. It's $14 to park in the Sunport garage. Take exit 221 off I-25 toward the Sunport. Then take the first right to airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter.
Can't sleep with this cold.
Honey.
Honey?
Honey, you need NyQuil.
You guys have a minute-ish. Cool. A little over a minute.
Feeling better, honey? Honey? I'll take that as a yes.
Try NyQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu symptom relief. NyQuil Severe with honey flavor. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Eric Strauss here. Spring is on the way. Colors are bursting. What about the color of your home? When you choose CertaPro Painters, you're not just choosing a service, you're choosing a partner in making your house your home. Painting is the easiest way to breathe new life into your home, whether you're prepping it to sell or want to fall in love with it all over again. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in New Mexico. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
What's up, folks? Anthony Armstrong here. Bob Papa, along with Super Bowl champion Carl Banks.
Hey, NFL fans. This is Solomon Wilcox, former NFL safety and host of the Believe in Bengals podcast. Catch my show and all 32 Believe NFL podcasts. Listen in to
their old office was
their inside perspective on your favorite team. Search Believe. That's BLEAV on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcast.
It's always football season, wherever you listen.
Here we go, boys.
The Jim Rome Show.
I mean, I love the game, but I don't play the game.
Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Mike is hot.
Sports Animal.
Hey, Marie, kill the music. What is this terrible Mike is hot energy that you're bringing? What is this terrible?
Because I'm losing one of my favorite football players on my team to the Houston Texans.
All right, what happened? Who was it?
Danielle Hunter is going to the Houston Texans.
Oh, that's big.
Andy Lyman.
Oh my
Dude,
God! Kill
he's
me!
good. He is talented.
Danielle Hunter.
It's Danielle.
It's Danielle, Fred. Everybody knows that.
Where is he going? The Colts?
Oh, he's going to the Texans. They just announced it.
Hey,
was that your team, Van?
You should become a Texans fan again, Van.
now that they're good, no, I got
Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon was there today as well.
I got to stick with the Packers. That loser Warren Moon, he ran me off like he should have forever, and I'll never ever go back to Houston football. But I'm still Astros and Rockets fan.
Are you one of those owners that doesn't get to decide anything about the team?
Correct. Yeah, I have 2 shares. I have 2 absolutely worthless shares that are just decorations.
Yeah.
Where are they at? Where are they physically at?
They're holding up a table.
Storage. Yeah. It's in a frame somewhere.
Danielle Hunter to the Texans.
It's at our office.
Danielle.
Hey, do you have you guys spare a room at the paper? Me and Van are going to change.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We need to be able to hang things on the wall now.
Yeah.
Steve Palmisano might join us
someday.
He's a busy cat. Right here.
Busy guy.
Steve Palmisano, welcome to the program. How are you?
I'm right here.
Hey,
Yeah.
Steve.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you know that I wore a Soma Chinitos jersey to the United game the other day?
Yeah, actually, I ran into Fred. We were wearing the exact same jersey.
Yo, twinsies.
Pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
I got lots of high fives on it.
Did you?
Yeah. And I'm the tallest billboard at stuff.
Yeah.
So it looked good. Did you hear about Danielle Hunter going to the Texans 2 years, $49 million, including 48 of that 49 guaranteed?
Is this the ladies' league?
Yeah. No. It's the Japanese X League.
Hey, the sun will come out tomorrow, Amory. Everything's good. Because you got Sam Darnold.
Well, first of all,
It's fine.
the Minnesota Vikings received Sam Darnold, but that just means we're drafting a quarterback. Minnesota Vikings are drafting a quarterback. That's just backup. I'm not worried about that.
Don't waste your first-round pick on a quarterback. You already got a first-rounder.
Sam
Darnold.
letting you know.
Somebody who's played fantasy before.
Yes.
I'm just letting you know I'm not worried about that.
The Cowboys are in the mix today for running back Zach Moss, Steve.
Oh, they're actually participating in the draft.
But he went to the Bengals.
Free agency. So they're not participating.
No, they're not.
Not
The
really.
Cowboys are not at all.
Well, we don't really need anybody, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I just don't.
You don't have a running back.
Except for a running back.
I really
I'd rather
thought
have no
Derrick,
running back.
I
than-
really thought Derrick Henry was going to be a Cowboy.
I thought
I thought it was a perfect fit.
I thought it was Saquon.
Now he's an even better fit in Baltimore. He's going to look so intimidating in purple and black.
The
Are you
Eagles-
kidding me?
The Eagles had the best front office, right? Like we all agree.
In what?
They,
Football?
they,
What is he talking about?
they need a good front office to counteract their awful fans.
Their fans suck.
God, they're the worst.
Philly,
Historically, the
baseball
worst.
Phillies fans too. I mean,
Any Philly, everything.
wasn't it a Phillies game where they booed Santa Claus off the field or something like that?
Batteries at 'em.
Allegedly
That's what
through
I said.
batteries.
Yeah.
Phillies fan will tell you it was just snowballs, but everyone else knows it was batteries.
All right, so I got something here from the Cowboys. You ready for this? Is the biggest success of the season thus far, off season, has been the Cowboys, is they now have the most World Cup matches at AT&T Stadium. So there you go. Also, they secured the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. So the Cowboys are making money moves. So
That's going to be the highlight of
big
their.
one, Steve.
That's going to be the highlight of the year in AT&T Stadium. Is that Paul Tyson fight?
Let's hope it's during the season.
Oh, this is so funny.
Didn't you say less is more earlier?
Yeah.
That's true. I think it's true.
You know how the Dallas Cowboys put up all those signs around the stadium that say cashless? Do you think that's for the fans or just how they act in the offseason?
Yeah.
Like, which one is it?
It's just a reminder to everyone.
All right, I just looked up Dallas Cowboy free agent signings, and it's just a GIF of a tumbleweed. Like, does that?
It's a 404 page not found.
What is PC load letter?
Des Bryant said something. You see that?
Des Bryant.
Yeah, he was like, please
retire my jersey number.
Please help me. It's wild how they just don't care. Like, do they think Dallas Cowboy fan is like dumb? Like, to get? Oh, hold on. Here we go. 1 year deal with long snapper Trent Sieg.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's a good get. Oh, Steve.
That was what we were missing last in the playoffs. Did we go in the playoffs?
Well,
last year?
this is just a 1-for-1 because the Eagles 5 minutes before that signed Rick Lovato to a 1 year deal. Long snapper.
Domo arigato.
Yeah. Ricky Lovato.
Domo.
Do we still have a kicker to even receive the punt? Snap.
God, that's smart. Just bring Tony Romo back.
Yeah.
As a kicker?
As a holder.
As a holder. Yeah.
Now, it's funny to make fun of the Cowboys with you here. Can we talk to Seattle Seahawks fan Andy Lyman, as the Seahawks have also not signed a single free agent?
Just want to hold back. Just hold back and see how everything plays out.
Dallas and Seattle are on vacation.
We got to draft a coach, too.
Yeah.
Are you even re-signing your own players? Like, at least Tampa Bay's doing that. Like, they're trying.
You got to apply for the job. You know, when they do those layoffs, everyone has to reapply for their job. I don't know.
Steve, do you think when Austin Eckler was available for the Cowboys, they just said, nah, fam?
No, thanks.
Go to the.
They said, no, thank you very much.
The Eagles got arguably the best running back that was available. The Washington Guardians got arguably the second best running back that was available.
Henry's better than Saquon? Or did you say, you said the Eagles. Okay, Saquon. Okay.
And then I'm assuming the New York Giants got better by the subtraction of Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys not only had a very bad start at running back, they're now technically in the negative on running back because they did nothing.
The Giants did sign Drew Lock for a 1 year contract today.
You hear that?
Who needs a backup?
I think the Cowboys are probably thinking that Cooper Rush, since his last name is Rush,
they
might
were
be the
smart.
You got to find somebody with the last name Pass too. Right?
Yeah. I know.
Is there anyone with the last name Playoff Win?
Yeah.
Did they find that guy? Is he available?
All right, let's move on.
The new Taysom Hill, Cooper Rush.
Oh,
getting reps at tight end and fullback.
Yeah. Here's a legit question: is Jerry Jones the best in the NFL at selling tickets? Because I think he might be.
Apparently.
Is he the best at building championship rosters?
Apparently.
Does he get credit for selling tickets just because? I mean, it's Dallas, right? I mean, aren't people going to show up no matter what?
Oh, you meant to just games. I was talking about everything. So I think Monster Truck does well there.
Yeah,
I think they do the rodeo.
Everything but football.
Yeah, like
dude, the PBR crushes. They do so good there. Like a big concert and ride horses and bulls all weekend.
Well, it's not just that stuff, dude. They do
Keeps
like
them in the black.
They do like the worldwide like Avocare like rally thing there. Like all those dumb like pyramid scheme selling people all pay to go there, and they pack out AT&T Stadium with
The
Herbalife.
fight's going to be there.
What's that, Amory?
The Mike Tyson fight's going to be there in July.
Welcome to the program.
You see some of those weird stipulations on that thing?
That Mike Tyson can't get hit in the face.
Yes.
Wait, is that
Don't
real?
hit him in the face. That's a real thing.
Oh, I thought maybe he had to like pull punches for the first minute or something.
Nope. Yeah, for the first minute, Logan actually has one arm tied
Yeah.
behind his back, and that's an interesting approach. Yeah, but yeah, Mike Tyson, it's in this thing. Like, and it's like just wear a helmet or whatever. Wear a what's that?
One of those little Olympic ones.
Yeah.
One of the American Gladiator ones.
How do you prove that it was on purpose if he does get hit in the face, right? I mean,
Well, it would hit him in the face.
well, I mean, if he
So that's a real thing. I was just making that up.
It's real. There's all these weird rules to this thing.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Whenever we get back, I prove Van wrong. Live from the Duke store, it's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is
clear
by Audible. Come to Audible and discover the best selection of audiobooks without exception. Bestsellers, new releases, plus podcasts and exclusive Audible originals. You'll find everything you love all in one place. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
Well, traffic continuing to move very slow westbound on I-40 as crash cleanup
So I got him in
continues
all right.
approaching 12th Street. That's affecting multiple right lanes. Stay over to the left to get around that, but you're going to see slowdowns starting back around Wyoming. If you can, avoid the area and seek out an alternate route. If not, you're going to want to be really patient as you make your way through there. Southbound I-25 right now between Osuna and the interchange, traffic moving slow. They are also dealing with a little bit of a slowdown northbound I-25. That's going to start around Gibson and will last until Central. Headed west on Paseo this afternoon between I-25 and the river. Traffic continues to move slow there. You're also going to see congestion westbound on Alameda approaching 2nd Street and lasting until Coors, and westbound on Montano right now between Rio Grande and Coors. Traffic moving slow as well.
New Mexico sunshine is awesome, but it's hard on your roof, and winter weather will expose its weaknesses. Everguard Roofing and Solar offers free inspection. You're honest, do excellent work, and will help your insurance company. Call 821-9543 or visit everguardroofing.com. This report is sponsored by Everguard Roofing and Solar. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Potato chips.
This is Zach Gelb with the CBS Sports Minute. Last season, the Eagles started out 10-1 before losing 6 out of 7 games down the stretch. Even after that disastrous finish, Nick Sirianni was still brought back, and yesterday Philly got better, adding Saquon Barkley to their offense that already featured Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith. There was already an enormous amount of pressure on Sirianni before signing Saquon, but now it's clear that no coach enters the 2024 NFL season with more pressure than Nick because clearly talent isn't the issue. I'm Zach Gelb.
The Mountain West is red hot, but only one team is guaranteed an automatic berth. Listen to the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bach, live from the Mountain West Tournament in Vegas. Brought to you by Coleman Vision. Perfect vision, perfect game. Airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter. Enchanted Mechanical. The heating and cooling doctor. DSI Document Solutions Inc. and Boost your productivity and reduce your costs with DSI. And by Frontier Restaurant, an Albuquerque tradition for more than 50 years. Mountain West coverage and the NCAA tournament live here. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Thanks for calling Toyota. My kids are really excited about spring break, so I'm looking for a new Toyota to help make it amazing. Imagine you and the kids in a Tundra on your way to the lake to go speedboating. Or even taking a raft or to an animal sanctuary to pick Sounds like your kids aren't the only ones excited about spring break.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs, like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Were you trying to buy stuff when the computer?
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable Scent Bead going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppable bottle. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppable and Watch Scenties.
We moved up the line while they were because everyone.
Out to catch a game with my friends.
Well, I'd run this.
I don't want to die.
It's girls' night out. I don't want to die.
Did they do it before?
Going to my son's house for dinner. I don't want to die.
Too many innocent victims died drunk driving. The
1 minute.
of life will stop. It's continue to end DWI.
Well, if it doesn't go through for good, then USL will drop United and we won't have a team at all.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable Scent Beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose.
Well, that
Here we
money
go.
from the city is technically.
Let's get a Downy Unstoppable bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppable and Watch Scenties.
New Mexico Sports Authority.
Mike is hot.
M610, the sports animal.
Welcome back to the program live at the Albuquerque Duke store. Man, is it true that it's 10% off Duke stuff, except you have to pay the difference?
Unfortunately, yes. I agreed to this thing contractually, so I am obligated to give every friend of the show who comes in here 10% off.
Annie Lyman, do you have a new hat?
I do.
Got awesome.
I had to get a flex fit because I got a weird and huge shaped head.
To house all those big brains, Mr. The Paper Editor.
Pretty rattly up there sometimes.
See, what hat sells the most?
Dukes.
The one with the Duke logo on it.
The one with the Bills on it.
Super smart.
Yeah. No, the fitted sized hats sell the most.
Like the traditional one?
Yeah.
Or like the
color.
cool
You mean
Dallas
the colors?
Cowboy? Yeah. Which colorway?
The black, all black with the Duke logo on it.
I think sweet.
The gold with the red bill is traditional. That sells fairly well.
Because people like the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah.
I would
the
assume,
Chiefs.
I would
no,
assume the
they,
Dodgers colors go pretty fast too around here.
yeah.
They do well.
The one I wear the most is that Dallas Cowboys one. That one thing is sweet.
Yeah, it is. Anything with the Dallas Cowboys colors, logos. I've been trying to get an NFL license here forever just to sell Dallas Cowboy gear, but
Do you like Duke's gear, Dallas Cowboy Duke's gear?
yeah, it'd be perfect.
You guys have the Piazza line, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
that's been
Lasorda
selling.
line, huh?
Well, we can't find him, so to get,
Oh,
to get him signed to
There's
sign the
nobody
deal.
else
I got
on
mine
his
on
behalf?
today, friend. Should look at.
Yeah. Mike Piazza. Man said the ladies at the bank really loved his shirt.
I did. I got multiple compliments from the lovely young ladies at the bank.
And was it like the Prius thing where they were pointing and laughing with you?
There's probably an element of that. There's an element of that
Hey,
always.
so Van and I bank at this is unendorsed, the Rio Grande Credit Union, and we go to the one off 4th every time. And every time I walk in, I don't know if this happens to you, but I go in several times a week, whatever, with a different check, a different thing or whatever. And they go, "Where's Van?" Every time I go, well, Van's not here. You know, you do the whole thing.
It's just me.
Yeah, they're
Sorry.
Van's not here, man.
That's do they
They often ask about you.
Yes.
They're like, "Hey, how's your co-host?" I was like, "Fred's doing great."
What's his name again?
Oh, what's his
Tall-
name?
The tall guy. What's his name?
They're all like super young kids, and there's so many of them. All they were talking about is when their birthdays are. So it's every time I go and they're like, so and so's birthday's coming up. We have cake, and I'm like,
nice.
Yeah, I'll have some cake. Or, can you guess how old? No, because you're a child. Like I don't guess how old 20-year-olds are.
I do have a deposit.
Yes.
I was like, smile really hard. How many eye lines do you have? I'm gonna count them like rings on a tree.
There will be no ringers at this big boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. So here are the rules. Are you guys ready?
Okay.
They're wearing pillows on their hands and heads. This is real. So I guess they're going to wear like more than sparring equipment during this thing. So the gloves are traditionally 18 ounces. It says here both competitors will wear headgear and gloves which are bigger than the usual 18 ounces.
They're using 18-ounce gloves. They usually use 8 to 10-ounce gloves.
No, they're going to wear bigger.
Correct.
Yeah.
Traditionally, they use 8 to 10-ounce gloves in real boxing.
They're going even bigger than 18.
I think 14 ounces is sparring weight.
Yeah.
And 18 ounces is like you give them the children when they're arguing.
Like the carnival when you...
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly what this article says, which is it's huge. It's huge. I mean, I guess if you're into the spectacle, they'll put 80,000 people in AT&T Center or whatever it's called, stadium in Dallas, and it'll be a joke. It'll be a super joke.
And I'm sure, like, the majority of people talking about this right now is like, oh, Mike Tyson's almost 60. He can't hang. This is to protect him. No. Mike Tyson still got it, baby.
Remember that
This is
video
to
of
protect Jake Paul.
Remember the video on the airplane? That wasn't that long ago. Where the guy was harassing Mike Tyson on the airplane. I mean, it's obviously not Jake Paul, but I would put money on Tyson.
I will literally be putting money on Tyson. It's rigged, obviously, but I can't allow myself to think that Jake Paul.
Yeah. Maybe.
They should just get him in those big round air
like a
ball
sumo
things.
suit?
Yeah. And just see who can bounce them out to which section of the stadium. No.
I would not pay for a ticket.
I don't hate it. Well, it's free on Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah. Also, it's probably the only streaming service that can handle it.
Included.
$13.99 a month or whatever, actually.
Is that what it costs?
I don't remember. Is that the one in my co-op? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I pay for Netflix in our co-op. That's right.
I don't know what
Let
you're
me check my
talking
bank
about,
account.
man.
La, 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 la.
So anyways, me and Mitch are Spotify playlist.
Spotify and Netflix both got Wise, and you can only use like one at a time, right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
I've tried that with Spotify.
Don't use Netflix tonight because I'm going to watch the new episode of The Gentleman. It's fantastic.
Andy, best way to get a hold of you?
Andy at abq.news.
Oh, that's pretty easy.
Yeah. And then email me. I'll give you my phone number. If not, give my phone number. It's my cell phone. Yeah, Andy at abq.news. I check my email obsessively. So
now you know.
Yeah.
We continue the program from the ABQ Duke store whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. Sports Animal.
No, pretty hard to
clear.
Thank
Thanks, Andy.
People digging homes just to each his own. See, I'm in a different zone and I got zone. See, I'm a maniac who ain't spraying gas. I'm just crazy saying raps, saying on tracks. Most fools too lax. I go hard like it's tenfold.
How was the
Paying me
second
back.
song?
DGK deck, sitting on two benches, spit by the wheels with the bones in the center. No day job, just getting hella hard. Catch me cruising in your town, no cars, just a ball. Hot. She hella ratted
Andy Lieberman, I think she was Letterman, whatever that I think she was going through the motions on the last one. Like she had got her reps in on the first episode. Was it Friday? I think it was 2 Fridays. 2 Friday and 2 Saturday. Yeah, I think she was going through the motions.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation for Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Buy fresh cut daffodils at pop-up shops on Friday, March 22nd. Find the locations at ehs.org/Daffodil Days. This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days.
No traffic right now. That crash cleanup continuing westbound I-40 near 12th Street. Stay to the left to get around that, but we got a lot of backups associated with that going all the way back to Wyoming. Your best bet, if you can, is avoid the area and seek out an alternate route. If that's not an option, just be patient as you try to make your way through there. Southbound I-25 right now
The one
approaching
that got me,
Messina. We've got
the one that,
slowdowns.
like,
Those are going to last until
cackled like a
Candelaria.
maniac.
Westbound
No,
on
it's not
Montano
for
right
me.
now,
She's like, I
2nd
don't
Street to
understand how
Coors. Traffic
people
moving
sign,
slow there. Northbound on
speed limits.
I-25 between
different
Gibson
zones.
and
She's like,
Lomas. Traffic moving
like,
slow
like,
there. Also congestion headed west on Paseo right now between I-25 and the river, and westbound on Alameda as you approach 2nd Street. You're going to see slowdowns. Those slowdowns are going to stick with you until Coors.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all year round. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from your Indeed dashboard. Learn more by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
We'll get together. I'll give you those tickets.
You see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. I think at the end of the day, we all understand that football is a business. Also, we understand that business is business. And when it comes to the business of football, Kirk Cousins is elite. We're talking about a good quarterback, but a legendary businessman. I mean, say what you want about his quarterbacking. Personally, I think he's a very good quarterback, and he can still help a team compete, and it's about to help the Atlanta Falcons do so. But here's what's not up for debate. This dude can negotiate a deal like nobody else. He's a very good football player, but he is the ultimate leverage player. When it comes to the negotiation table, the man is essentially an all-time great. Sure, he makes plays, but what he really makes is bank. Normally we talk about mobile quarterbacks, but this dude is the first mogul quarterback. And the man's signature move is writing his signature down on massive guaranteed deals. And he just pulled that signature move once again.
Remember last summer when 100-degree days made you wonder if your couch was going to spontaneously combust? Your swamp cooler is only designed to lower the inside temperature about 10 degrees. 100 degrees outside, you do the math. Don't wait until you're melting and your family is whining. Now is the time to call Enchanted Mechanical to switch to air conditioning. No more unbearable heat. No more swamp cooler conversions. You'll be the coolest dude in the neighborhood. Chill and visit the heating and cooling doctor, enchantedmechanicalnm.com, or call 321-4177.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible.
Here you guys go.
Get a Downy Unstoppable bottle shake. And now a sniff slow. Nice. Six times longer lasting freshness plus potent protection with Downy Unstoppable wash scent beads.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Now betting for the sports animal.
3 times though.
Your
Yeah,
afternoon
the first
drive.
time I said no wasn't profound enough.
Number 2, Menon, Van Nunley, and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castilla. This is 2 with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Live from the Nuke store. Come hang out with the boys. We're going to be over at the Y tomorrow. This should be a lot of fun. We have the Horn Y tomorrow?
Oh, it's up in the air. 50-50. Flip a coin.
Okay.
Figured you.
Updates to come on which YMCA we're at. We got a bunch of new partners. I don't know if you know, Steve. Last Tuesday we weren't here. We were at the Rio Bravo on, man, what's the address? 2nd and what?
Just a shade south of the interstate.
Okay.
1912 2nd Street.
There we go. Across the street from the Creamland. From the Creamland. Is that a pretty significant year, 1912?
Yeah.
What about it?
When New Mexico became a state.
Ooh, pretty cool, right?
I don't think they did that on purpose.
I think you could move your address a couple numbers north and south depending on who's in front of you or behind you.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Depends on your.
Who
Yeah,
do you
it
call
depends on
for
your
that?
plot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Depends on your what?
The plot.
Oh,
So like in Star Wars, it'd be harder, but it'd be easier in Twilight.
yeah.
Plots.
Oh, the story plot.
Yeah,
That's
the
what we're
plot.
talking about.
Mhm.
I thought you meant the plot, like a plot, like like a cemetery.
Oh, like the sound whenever you drop some noodles into boiling water.
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you. I got you on that.
It was the same year as the Arizona became a state, 1912.
Cowards.
One of us is a good one.
We were first.
Want to be? Oh, is that a fact?
A couple months. So we're kind of like twins, but not. We're a couple months older.
That's not what twins are. Derrick Henry is signing a 2-year, $16 million deal worth up to $20 million, including $9 million fully guaranteed with Baltimore.
You're just gonna nickname every single term in the contract.
Ryan. I didn't get this part of this tweet by Adam Schefter, so you guys can help me out. The King will now play in the Queen City.
King Henry.
Okay.
Most people think King James, LeBron James,
That's what
but
I
also
thought.
his nickname's also King Henry.
Okay, I didn't know that.
They're both kings.
Now-
And then Baltimore's the Queen City.
No, it is not. Charlotte's the Queen City.
Did Derrick
I think
Henry?
there's multiple Queen Cities.
Yeah. Albuquerque's not Queen City. It's a Duke City.
See?
Duke
Similar,
City,
but different.
Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Right.
Just wondering if that's what you're talking about.
No. Talking about the nickname of the city. Did Derrick Henry name himself King Henry?
This is a good follow-up question.
I haven't traced the origin back personally. I think it's an easy nickname though.
Well, clearly.
As a redheaded guy named Van who's heard all of the nicknames, I know a good nickname when I hear it.
He got it in high school.
Who
He
in
got
high
the
school
name-
did he win prom king? Is that
Derrick
where he got it?
Henry. No, he was a lot bigger and faster than a lot of people he went to high school with. So
Still,
people
currently
nicknamed
still.
him the King and then just stayed with him.
Now,
Have you seen Derrick Henry highlights in high school?
No, but now I want to.
It's legit hilarious. It's like Fred going down to the YMCA and playing against middle schoolers.
I'd whoop him.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question that might be relevant. Now, are we sure it's King Henry is why that's his nickname? And it's not because he really enjoyed Budweiser, which is the king of beers? Are we sure that's the reason?
Well, he's going to Baltimore. He's got a chance to eat a lot of king crab. So maybe it's the nickname started literally about 2 hours ago when he signed with Baltimore.
How do you
like King or LeBron James?
Yeah, put some respect
self-titling
on it.
himself. What
You think he self-titled himself?
he did?
King James,
Yes.
the greatest
In high
basketball
school.
player of all time, LeBron James.
No, not that one. LeBron James.
Greatest of all time.
No,
From Akron.
not really. Depends.
There's one club of players that have scored 40,000 points. There's one guy in the club.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Do you know his name?
I don't.
It's Sir King James.
I believe Steve thinks, much like Derek Jeter, that LeBron's just a compiler, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Both overrated.
Yep.
Jeter, LeBron.
No. LeBron.
You know LeBron's averaging like 25
This year,
Yeah, he's 39.
he takes all the shots.
I mean,
What
At
are
a
they-
super high percentage.
Are they above 500 yet? Or
He's still like playing at a top 5 level in the NBA.
that depends on how you look at it. Like using stats.
I mean, they're on the outside looking in right now. 6-4 in the last 10, though. I mean, it's winning-ish. 36-30. The West is stacked, though.
Right. The Celtics are going to take it.
They're in the East.
I know they're going to win the.
They're going to win the East and the West.
Right.
I think they call that the championship.
King Tatum.
He's so good. They have 50 wins already? I think they do.
most likely.
They're wild talented.
Yeah.
It's almost time to get into NBA basketball.
Not until the
March Madness
championship series.
How do you stop the run pass option of Lamar Jackson and Derek and King Hunter?
You do
Henry.
not.
Oh, sorry.
You don't. You just flat out do not.
I think you get into the playoffs and play them, and then they'll stop that.
Yeah, you're not going to stop them for 17, 18, 19, how many games they want to play now in the NFL. But in the playoffs, you got a pretty good chance of stopping.
Oh, because Henry will be hurt
because
by
of
then?
historical evidence.
How Henry's always hurt?
He is not always hurt.
No, the take has been that the Ravens didn't run the ball this past playoff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And they
not their,
didn't.
It's not their running backs'
Felt like I
fault.
was
It's their
choking there
coach's
for a
fault.
second.
Like the Ravens.
What?
I want the Ravens to do good, I guess. There's just not like a sweet AFC team. Because like everyone hates the Chiefs now.
Yeah. No
So-
one wants them to go 3P.
No. We've talked about how mediocre the Bills are.
Mhm.
Like there's just, yeah, why not the Ravens?
I love it.
It's Miami number one.
I
Miami
would-
number one, then the Ravens.
I would like to see Derrick Henry hoist the Lombardi. That would be sweet. But Derrick Henry, already a super scary dude. But Derrick Henry in purple and black, that's intimidating.
That's super intimidating.
They're going to play the Dolphins next year, and they're in their cute little aqua and pink and orange, and you see a giant running at you. That is
Who was their running back
scary.
last year? Or one that he's replacing? Who is it?
The Ravens get like 8 of them.
Yeah.
Not one person.
Well, and like if you're a wide receiver in Baltimore, you're just like, damn it.
Yeah, now I'll never get the ball.
Not only is it going to be not going to be 10 yards over my head, it's just not going to get thrown to me.
They're going to set the NFL single season rushing record as a team.
They need another running back. Derrick Henry needs a breather. Plus, they need like a pass catching guy, third down back guy. But if you got Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry all year next year, that you're asking to break the rushing record.
Poor Titans fan too. Like there's a handful of dudes that shouldn't have left a franchise. This is one of those dudes.
Yeah, you want him to go into the hall with your team name on the bus.
Correct. And now he won't because he's going to win a Super Bowl in Baltimore, and then that's the one you go in with.
And I still like Derrick Henry was, third or fourth rated running back last year, Pro Football Focus. The dude still got it. Why would you want Tony Pollard over Derrick Henry? I don't get it. Pollard's a number 2 guy.
I don't know about
A
that.
fantastic number 2 guy.
Well, first of all, he was used wrong in Dallas forever. Like Dallas didn't have a clue on what to do with him. And they would also that CeeDee Lamb ended up being pretty good, which kind of took away from Pollard's opportunities. But if you put Pollard in Tennessee where they don't have a quarterback that can really sling it, and they don't have a wide receiver that really brings fear, they used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe he's the dude. Also, Derrick Henry said goodbye at the last game of the season last year. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you can't bring him back.
Yeah, that's a straight up dumb move. If Derrick Henry's healthy, 75% of Derrick Henry, if Derrick Henry is 75% healthy, he's like the second best running back in the NFL. 100% healthy, it's 1A and 1B with Christian McCaffrey. He's still Derrick Henry, guys.
I don't know. What year is he in?
10-ish? 9 maybe?
The Ravens, the Browns are trying, the Steelers are signing, the Bengals are. I mean, every team had a winning record last year in the conference. It's just like the conference that doesn't stop trying. I'm super into it. And there are fans out there of like the NFC South, and they're like, this year's our year. And it legitimately is because no one ever tries to win it. And then you end up with like the AFC North, which just to me seems like the hardest, toughest Most hurtiest. Also, Deshaun Watson sucks.
Hurtiest.
Oh, you don't think
God,
that's
I
true?
love that so much. All right.
You don't think these dudes?
Hey, for our Isham Dental soundbite of the day, can we just replay you saying the most hurtiest?
They just string together all the little nicknames you popped out today.
This is part of my thing. I do it every day. Fredisms.
Oh, now you're calling it that?
It's a little nickname I just made up. I'm just saying there's a bunch of teams out there that like to hurt each other, and Derrick Henry looks to me like a guy that's going to. Because what are you going to do? Stop him? Run full speed at him and pray?
Mm-hmm. Like, pretend you tripped and fell down in front of him every single time to buckle his legs so you don't get a penalty for spearing.
Are you familiar with baseball, Steve? There used to be this thing called baseball.
What does that have to do with Derrick Henry?
So there used to be this thing where when teams would play teams that Nolan Ryan pitched on, players, opposing teams, they would get the Ryan flu.
Oh.
Which is where they were, hey, coach, I know you said I'd take a game off this week. You know, I could take this one off. Or, hey, coach, Skip. Hey, Skip, not feeling so great or whatever.
Skip.
That's how he padded his stats.
Just like Trevor Bauer played against Dodgers minor leaguers.
Yeah.
So
So
would it be
the King Henry flu?
I would. Every time.
I agree.
I think he's going to cut off that ponytail. Just asking.
No, it looks too cool in that jersey.
He didn't get signed by the Yankees.
I don't know why I thought of that.
You know one of those cool tinted visors that Van was talking about?
No. Was I here for that?
He will look like Predator.
Yeah. It's scary.
Predator is tough.
Oh, I'm going to have to wait and see on that one.
There's nothing to wait and see. I'm telling you. Like, have you seen Predator?
Yes.
Then that's it. This is the example.
No, I'm going to wait and see if he actually, does anything.
Oh, like shave his head?
No, like runs. Like if he runs.
I get that you're a Dallas Cowboys fan.
He's gonna go to the Ravens next year, and the Ravens are gonna go undefeated.
You think they're going to
And
kill
we're
it?
gonna realize that he's the one that's keeping the Titans relevant for the past decade.
What does A-Marie have to say about this? Because she's the only one who knows anything about NFL around here.
About the Ravens? About Derrick Henry going to the Ravens? It's going to be a real problem. And I agree with Van. I don't know if they're going to go undefeated, but I think they are going. This is going to be.
It's a problem.
This
for
is going to
everybody
be.
else.
This is going to be a big problem
I don't know
for
why-
Russell Wilson and Joe Burrow and Jameis Winston.
I don't know what Steve's problem is. We're talking about the reigning NFL MVP and the best, as that position has traditionally been defined, running back in the game. They're now on the same team, and the effort of this team is to win the Super Bowl. Like
So-
they will just win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Today.
They're my early favorites.
Yeah.
Avery, what's the line say?
Well, early predictions. I need to look at DraftKings, but of course, everyone's making a big deal and being over dramatic about free agency. The teams someone listed the conference championships next year, and someone said it's going to be Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, Falcons.
Ooh, I like that Packers. Give me that. With Josh Jacobs. Hey, you excited for the pairing of Sam Darnold and Aaron Jones?
Yes, I am. The Vikings have a lot of weapons offensively. Sam Darnold is not going to be the Minnesota Vikings starting quarterback. Everyone needs to calm down.
They gave him $10 million to rock a clipboard?
Yeah. He's not going to start. We're going to draft someone.
After Gardner Minshew,
I love Gardner Minshew.
Do you think the Vikings were like, oh, good, we now have the inside track on Sam Darnold?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think the 49ers picked him up?
Who?
Sam Darnold. That's where we took him from.
To be the third stringer.
Same reason the Dallas Cowboys got Trey Lance.
This is no joke. The Vikings quarterback will be Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Hey, that's just Italian Kirk Cousins.
More fragile.
They want Sam Darnold to play 4 games while suspended Jimmy Garoppolo waits. And then Jimmy Garoppolo comes in.
Looking like John Cena.
Yep.
All the way out. Breaking through tables in the practice facility.
I know it's too easy to make fun of. Well, the Minnesota Vikings have been a joke forever. Easy to make fun of. Used to it. But I want to know the thing out of all these crazy signings in the last couple days, where is Justin Fields going? That is what I want to know. Someone tell me, where is Justin Fields going?
Justin Jefferson said he'd be cool in Minnesota.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that.
You talking about the Justin Fields, the MVP of the UFL next year?
Do you think really? That's terrible.
He's gonna have a hard time beating out Trey Lance, but like I think it's gonna be neck and neck right there to the end. Carson Wentz, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and AJ McCarron.
Cousins.
No, he'll be in the NFL.
Kirk Cousins just got a 4-year contract for $190 million.
How long do you think he's going to play next year?
What team's he with?
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, they're pretty good.
That's where Justin Fields should be right now.
That's where
That's wild.
Hey, the MVP of the league next year isn't going to be a player. The MVP of next year is Kirk Cousins' agent.
Do you know
a 36-year-old getting $180 million?
I mean, if I heard his name one more time before they signed that dude, I was like, God, he is not who everyone's saying he is.
Steve, you have a version of him on your team. Do you know Kirk Cousins is the 11th of all time highest paid NFL earners?
Kirk Cousins is? What's he done?
No, he's made money.
Yeah.
Well, he just got a 4-year.
Got the list.
Win.
He's got a $200 million 4-year deal from the Atlanta Falcons. And that's because he's really healthy every season. They can rely on him.
Right.
I mean, this was his first injury, which is crazy.
Well, it hurts every time he throws the ball, I guess.
Steve, what is going on today?
He's spicy.
Whenever we get back from the break,
I'm just waiting for somebody to, in the Dallas Cowboy organization to make a move.
Well, don't take it out on Kirk Cousins.
Oh, I'm going to.
Yeah, don't take it out on white Dak Prescott, Steve.
Dallas Cowboys updates before we get back. It's 2 minutes.
Zero updates.
95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from the Duke Store, the sports animal.
This report is brought to you by
Hello?
Federal Credit Union. Better banking without the bank.
Stop the revolving door in your high-interest credit cards. Consolidate your debt with a personal loan from Sandia Area. One rate, one payment. Financial freedom is closer than you think. Apply today at sandia.org/forward. Sandia Area. Better banking without the bank. Sandia Area is an equal opportunity lender and membership is required.
Traffic right now. We're still dealing with that congestion westbound on I-40. You're going to see slowdown starting all the way back around Louisiana. That's going to last until Coors. You're going to want to be careful going through there. Northbound on I-25 right now between Gibson and Lawrence. You can see slowdowns there. Traffic also moving slow westbound on Montano between 2nd Street and Coors. Southbound on I-25 right now, Osuna to Comanche. Traffic moving slow there. Also dealing with some congestion westbound Paseo. That starts at I-25. From the river. And things continue to move slow westbound on Alameda as you approach 2nd Street. That will last until Coors.
This is all the
This report is brought to you by Blake's Lottaburger.
Sam, is that love in the air? Or is it chocolate?
We've used AMR.
A cheesecake milkshake or a rich chocolate iced coffee, both served with a hint of cherry. Spread the love with Blake's Lottaburger for a limited time only.
Yeah.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming.
All 6-3
And 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal, has a million reasons to fill out a bracket with us. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge is back.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Brought to you by Sandia Resort and Casino. Close to home, far from ordinary.
For the win!
Brush up on your college basketball picks and fill out your $1 Million Bracket on sportsanimalabq.com.
Jessica, this is the happiest day of my life. Right up there with the day I bought my RV and insured it with Progressive. Man, I love that thing. There are a million fish in the sea, which I'm reminded of every time I bring my RV to the lake, but I vow to love and cherish you just as much as I cherish campsites with full electric and water hookups. I'm so sorry.
Protect your beloved with an RV policy from Progressive. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with great skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When choosing a lawyer after a car wreck, you need to consider the law firm's experience, results, and reputation. Lerner & Rose stands above other law firms when it comes to experience and results. We've seen over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When it comes to reputation, we have thousands of 5-star reviews. Call us today and let us put our experience, proven results, and reputation to work for you.
Carlos Uri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
Sherman, we heard you shouldn't talk about
1 minute.
So we decided to sing about it.
When you're rolling Sherman, up yourself on the party. Listen, supposed to roll it back, everybody. Sherman's irresistibly soft and heaven nice. The crib is always stocked. It's our party vibe. Everybody wanna touch the sky.
Sherman Ultra Soft is irresistibly soft and more absorbent, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Sherman.
My daughter is normally a little goofball, but after a bad night's sleep, she's too tired to be anything. That's why I trust Pure Z's Kids. Pure Z's Kids is mindfully formulated just for kids. Their non-habit forming, drug-free products help my daughter fall asleep naturally, giving her the rest to be her best.
I'm a dinosaur.
Her best dinosaur.
Pure Z's Kids, for ages 4 and up when needed. Explore our products at ZQuil.com.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Take us with you anywhere.
Well, anywhere with cell service.
Download the KNML app in the Google.
Here you go.
Just search KNML.
Since you've been on my mind, what's a man to do?
Cowboys, still defend anyone, baby.
I mean, upper echelon general manager, like the example for the class, Jerry Jones, he obviously knows what he's doing.
Okay.
He's just had a string of success. I can't even finish it. I tried to keep a straight face. I couldn't do it. What is going on with these guys?
They don't care.
They know they're going to sell tickets. They know they're going to sell merch. They don't care. They could have got Austin Eckler, could have got Derrick Henry, could have got X amount of people. Are they saving all their assets to trade up for Caleb Williams? Is that what they're doing?
What assets?
Dak Prescott to the Bears. Dak Prescott and, I don't know, the next 12 first-round picks. The Bears' first-round pick this year.
I just want them to try harder, you know. Over 150 players have been signed since free agency opened. The Cowboys have signed one. Long snapper, Trent Sieg. 150 professional football players that will contribute to your team winning, guys that will play on the field, have been signed by NFL teams. And the Cowboys have signed one. Long snapper, Trent Sieg. What?
What do you mean, what? We made it to the playoffs last year. What else do you want?
Wins?
Oh.
Well,
too much to ask for.
Ask not, want not, you know?
This is their year.
Oh, let's go.
Our year. That's what Mike McCarthy said.
Who did he say that to?
He said, "Listen, we have a plan. Will be our 4th year," or whatever he said.
I mean, there's a really good left tackle on the market. You know, Tyron Smith. Maybe what you could do, invest in like a really good cornerback. There's a great cornerback on the free agent market right now. Have you heard of Stephon Gilmore? Oh, wait, he just left the Cowboys.
Oh, he did.
They didn't re-sign him. Dang it.
They didn't re-sign him?
Who else?
Goodness gracious.
All like the top shelf dudes are gone.
Are there any like former first round dudes that like just didn't pan out and maybe need a new place? And if you bring them in, they could be real contributors. I know the Cowboys have had success with guys like Trey Lance.
Mm-hmm. Next year's starter.
Draft and develop is a stupid philosophy for a team.
Okay, so let's go through this. The Dallas Cowboys obviously need a running back, right?
Yes, that is factual.
Okay, so right now, available free agents, I have it by every position. For a running back is J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Dillon, Dante Foreman, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
That's who they'll get.
Edwards-Helaire?
That's who they'll end up with.
That is Edwards hilarious.
Yeah.
That's right.
And he was a first rounder. I think he was taken last because he played for the Chiefs. And they always. So here's the way this works, Steve. The team that wins the Super Bowl. This is why you don't know about this because you're a Cowboys guy. So the team that wins the Super Bowl, they draft last in the first round.
What'd you say, Amory?
In the 90s, they won.
Oh, they did.
The Cowboys.
So they're still picking last.
The Chiefs are
all those championships
picking last. You can afford Edwards-Helaire. He can't be expensive, right? Well,
that's hilarious.
1 year, $1.5 million, call it done.
That is interesting that they let Pollard go, and they haven't done anything.
It's embarrassing.
Maybe their Wi-Fi's down.
This is the shot at the isotopes.
I didn't say that.
It's just interesting to me how in the home opener of the United, that the point of sale goes down and I can't buy a pickle.
Oh,
I wanted to buy a pickle.
You were shut out at the pickle window?
And I had cash on my person. And there was another United fan next to me, and they said, I also want a pickle. And I said, I tell you what, I'll be a good Samaritan here. I have cash. I will allow you to Venmo me, and then I will hand you a pickle after I pay for it. And they refused to take the cash.
Yeah, they can't do that.
It's cashless. It says it right there on Isotope Stadium, just like AT&T Stadium.
Sweet deal that Rio Grande has with the stadium, where I'm sure part of the naming rights deal is that they have to run transactions through Rio Grande's credit card processing. Like, I get that it's all big business, but hear me out. Sometimes I just want the pickle. Give Fred the pickle.
Yep.
No, not even Apple Pay.
Google Pay. So how long it was down long enough for you to have to walk
surrender?
Away,
yeah,
not get your pickle.
That is correct.
Did it come back up that you know of, or you were just like, I know, I'm over it?
Oh, I don't know, Steve. I'm still waiting for a pickle.
You should have went catty corner to the pit, got a pickle, and came back.
So maybe that's the thing. Somebody needs to get a food truck on the corner over there by the pit to sell pickles when people really need them.
Obviously, I embrace the future, like the cashless thing. Fine, convenience, I love it. Technology, thank you. This is Albuquerque. You need a cash option. A lot of businesses need cash because
people come in here and
reasons.
said, take cash, and I said all day. If you have cash, we'll take it.
Yes, turns out that is legal.
I get it. I mean, it's hard.
What part?
They probably need to partner up with a internet company. I'm sure there's some local ones,
like a provider.
Yeah, boost up the.
They need two internets.
I get their own hardwired connection.
back.
Yeah, what's the plug-in generator of internet services? When your regular internet goes down, how does it go back? Do they train like
a hamster to run on a wheel?
Train? No, that's a great idea. First off, whoever's on the injured reserve just needs to work out. They just get on a bike downstairs and it powers the internet. No, I was thinking more like you train your cashier when the internet goes down that they connect it to their hotspot on their iPhone. Like, is there not a backup at all?
Well, I get for the people that have to walk up and down the things carrying the pickles, and they're the aisle pickle delivery guys. Like, I get it. You have to be Wi-Fi.
Sure.
But everyone else, back in the day, they had cash. They were able to, the beer guy at Wrigley always was able to give you change. Yeah, he gets $21 to start the day, and then he comes back at the end, and he has all the dollars.
Yeah. You just don't do change. You don't do coin.
No,
make it even.
Yeah, everything's even. Also, everything costs, like in theory, $1 over like a 5. So everything's like $6. And then you should always get $4 tip. Like, that's the way you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then that guy comes back to your section. You tip $20 on the first beer. That dude's in your section all game, the rest of the game.
You're getting very well taken care of.
Yeah. Also, and I've never done this at Ice Park, but I've been to many Major League ballpark where you can just pay cash, like $5 cash for a beer, and they will just hand you the beer. Maybe that's why they don't do it. Because of how I corrupted the system in many stadiums across this country.
I think it's your fault.
As of March 12th, 2024 at 5:35 p.m. Mountain Time,
The Dallas Cowboys.
I'd like to give you an update. The Altuve-sized Deuce Vaughn is number 1 on the depth charts for running backs for the Dallas Cowboys.
So we're fine.
You don't have actually Altuve. You have Deuce Vaughn.
Oh. I think Altuve would squeeze through there better.
NFL headlines where we get back. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from the Duke store. Steve Palmisano's here. He's struggling. It's the Dallas Cowboys' fault. The sports animal.
This report is
clear
by ExpressPros.com. Let Express Employment Professionals help you hire for contract or full-time jobs. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Go to ExpressPros.com to find the location near you. That's ExpressPros.com.
For traffic right now, we're still dealing with slowdowns in several spots. Chief among them, I-40 westbound. You're going to see slowdowns starting right around Louisiana. They're going to last until Coors. Watch yourself going through there. Also westbound this afternoon on Montano between 2nd Street and Coors. We're dealing with congestion there. Southbound I-25 just south of Paseo. You're going to see slowdowns. Those slowdowns are going to last until Comanche. Traffic also moving slow northbound on I-25 right now between Gibson and Lomas. Westbound on Paseo, I-25 until the river. Traffic moving slow there. Also slowdowns westbound on Alameda. Those are going to start around Jefferson. They will last until Coors.
This report is brought to you by Ski Santa Fe.
Experience the thrill of Ski Santa Fe slopes. With breathtaking views and a variety of runs, it's the ultimate winter destination. Whether you're an avid skier or beginner on the slopes, visit skisantafe.com to purchase lift tickets, lessons, and rentals. Plan your trip today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
There's no shortage of action during Conference Tournament Week. I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. There will be college basketball action all day long, and the BetQL model has you covered. BetQL has 4- and 5-star best bets for all the conference tournament games to keep you locked in all day. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL and BetMGM apps today.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
It looks like your luggage is over 50 pounds. Is there anything you can take out?
Oh, yeah. Let me just toss all these $20 bills.
Great. Let me grab you a trash can.
Stop. Instead of throwing money away, move some clothes into a carry-on. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Eric Strauss here for CertaPro Painters. If you're like me, your home is your happy place. When it comes to painting, they provide excellent workmanship, quality, and worry-free process for both residential and commercial spaces, all at the right price. Get a free estimate for painting the outside or inside of your home or business. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in New Mexico. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
Marcus, what happened?
I was changing my oil and I spilled some on the floor.
Oh, well, use these $50 bills to wipe it up.
Perfect. Got any more?
Yeah, take a couple hundred.
Stop. Instead of using money, use an old rag. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Go for it. Take your base.
The only thing worse than a pitcher running out of gas on the mound is your old phone running out of storage for your photos in the stands. Switch to Verizon and get a great deal on a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage for all the ballpark pics you want. Just trade in your iPhone, any model, in any condition, so you'll feel like you're winning, even when your team's not. Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a great deal on iPhone 15 Pro with Unlimited Ultimate and get iPad and Apple Watch SE with eligible service plan. Only on Verizon.
Hi, I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. Recently, Lerner & Rowe was named the second most influential law firm in the United States. Although we have offices in other parts of the country, we are your local law firm. No other law firm in the state comes close to the experience, reputation, and results as Lerner & Rowe. When you're hurt in a wreck and need a check, call the law firm that can get you the results you need. Call Lerner & Rowe.
Carlos Obri Espinosa is
Here we go.
Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
I'm Jeff Sim- Drive from Las Vegas. Game day for Lobo men's basketball. They get set to open up the conference tournament against Air Force. And the
Mike is hot.
JJ Buck and I start at 7 a.m.
Mandatory headlines.
Average headline for here. Let's go.
Oh, okay. We're kicking off. Because you guys are at the Duke store and we love Steve so much, gonna start with the Dallas Cowboy headline.
Okay. We're going back to commercial.
Dak Prescott's brother takes shot at Cowboys front office on social media after a slow start in free agency. Prescott, if you don't know who Dak Prescott's brother is, tweeted
no
out.
one knows who that is.
Tweeted out.
Who is he? Jackson Mahomes?
His name's Tad.
His name's Tad.
Jax. Oh, good.
Well,
Tad.
it says Tad Prescott on the CBS Sports. So, if it wasn't clear already, I know, hold on. This is what Tad said, and then go at it. Tad tweeted, so if it wasn't clear already, it is now. The Eagles have the best front office in the NFL. How about the Cowboys?
Fly.
Dang.
Tad.
To the city.
Dang, Tad gonna give it to you.
If you think that's bad,
Ask Tad.
Well, I don't even know what to say to that.
I think Tad has a point, Steve.
Yeah, Tad is correct. Yeah, he's correct.
You think Dak is mad at him, though? Be like, Tad, get off Twitter.
do you think they're mad at the parents, Dak and Tad?
Yeah.
They
Dax.
They
His
sound.
name's Dax.
No, it is not.
You say Dak. It's not Dak.
Dak Prescott. D-A-K.
Dak Prescott.
Right.
Yeah.
Who said Dax?
They sound like this is the two brothers that weren't mentioned, and I was going for that '90s karate movie where the three little brothers have to learn karate.
Three ninjas.
Thank you.
You're
I couldn't
welcome.
come up with the name of it.
My three sons.
Rocky, Tum Tum, Jack, and Tad.
Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
Okay, well, now we know that Dak Prescott has a brother named Tad.
I'll never be able to unlearn that.
Well, I think the owner of the Eagles looked a little more pissed off during their game than Jerry Jones.
Well, they were in the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's different than any game Jerry Jones has ever
I
been.
mean, yeah, I guess.
Jerry Jones has never been to a Super Bowl.
He's been to one.
As an owner. He's been a 0 as a general manager.
Chicago Bears cornerback Jalen Johnson says that the Bears locker room is mature enough to handle Justin Fields' trade.
They're mature enough to improve? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Everybody wants to get better. Is that what you're saying? We would like to improve as a football organization. So I think we're going to be okay with it.
They're not. Are they talking about the players in the locker room? Or are they talking about like the guys that forget to lock the doors?
I think they're talking about the players.
Players change every year. What doesn't change is the guy that's allowing all of his friends to sneak in and steal field equipment. That guy is still there.
Has he never been busted?
Did you hear a name?
No.
Nope.
Of course, there's a lot of moves in free agency, and there's a lot of backup quarterbacks getting some money, like Jacoby Brissett, who has signed a 1-year deal to the New England Patriots, $8 million contract.
I'm coming home to the place.
I like Jacoby Brissett.
I belong.
Better than Mac Jones.
Who?
He's the Jacksonville Jaguars.
On me now, how they all on me.
Steve? What?
Mac Jones.
Are you bummed about Jacoby Brissett coming up?
No, I'm happy for him.
Oh, okay. More backup quarterback news. Tyrod Taylor is going to be a New York Jet.
All right, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. He can
So
play.
leaving the Giants to go to the Jets.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Don't got to move.
Probably don't have
You're
to.
familiar with the tax schedule.
Yeah, you already live in New Jersey.
You already probably like New Jersey.
Yeah.
You're willing to stay.
Yeah. You got to be about condo life.
Because you don't want to put roots down. Because you know
Yeah.
you're going to leave eventually.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I'm into it. Yeah, play him.
He good.
He's good to spell too. Like
For
if
sure.
you got Aaron Rodgers doing much stuff, it's like, oh, here comes. It's not Tyrod, right? It's pronounced different.
Tyrod.
Tyrod. Here comes Tyrod and touchdown. Yeah, give it to me.
This is maybe good news for Steve. The Washington Commanders add Marcus Mariota to the quarterback room
Perfect.
This is like another guy.
on a 1-year deal.
It's another situation like Sam Darnold for your Vikings. They're bringing in veteran leadership for whatever rookie they draft and throw him into the fire way too early, ruining his career.
He's never been good.
Do they have a starter?
No. Well, it should be Sam Howell.
Oh, God.
Should be if he was better.
He's not good, dude.
I mentioned this briefly earlier in the program, but the New York Giants signed Drew Lock as a veteran backup to Danny Dimes.
He's better than Danny Dimes. I'd rather have Drew Lock. Give me Drew Lock over Danny Dimes.
If you get him at the right price, cut Danny Dimes, eat that salary. Doesn't super really hurt you. Ride Drew Lock for a year.
I know Danny Dimes is like a cheat code because he can see over the offensive line easier because of his go-go gadget neck.
Nice.
But besides that, I'll take Drew Lock in every other category besides neck length.
I saw a YouTube short where chiropractors were adjusting Danny Dimes' neck, and
it took 4 of them.
It took 4 of them.
8 hands.
His mother was a giraffe.
That's so funny. There's many running backs on the move. We talked about this. Derrick Henry, I think, was one of the biggest moves of the day with the Baltimore Ravens. 2-year deal, $16 million. I thought this was this was one of my favorite moves of the day. The Houston Texans just keep getting better and better. The Cincinnati Bengals received Joe Mixon.
They got Joe Mixon for nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
A seventh rounder?
A seventh rounder?
Yeah.
When the Texans had success last year with like weird running backs that have been in the league for 8 years. Like every player on their team, like Rex Burkheads and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, that dude's still in the league? He must play for the Texans at the running back position. And Joe Mixon is also mega young still. And that doesn't make sense because he's been around forever.
A lot of miles.
He came in the league at like 19. Might have been 20, but that's basically 19.
I mean, I still think there's a lot of life left in them tires. Like, I think he's...
Tread.
Yeah. Or life. Yeah, life.
You put life on tires?
Yeah.
Put tread.
And when there's no tread,
You
what's
retread.
what's not left?
Retread.
There's no life left in the tires.
Tread list.
Then they're dead. I think it's a good pickup.
Yeah, and the Texans also signed Danielle Hunter to a 2-year, $49 million contract.
He's like the new J.J. Watt.
He's really good.
He's good.
I get weird. I'll use like Amory as an example. It weirds me out when a fan gets upset when a player leaves, whenever that team didn't do any good with that player. Like, what, is your team going to get worse? It already wasn't good.
Well, it takes a full team.
It takes a full team.
yeah.
But no, he's one of the top defensive ends in the league. Like, he's really good. So it's just unfortunate when you lose pieces like Danielle Hunter.
Yeah. He's a difference maker.
Yeah, for a good team. Like, Minnesota is not and wasn't and isn't currently a good team.
I don't think that's true.
I've seen them. I've seen their work.
I think they were great. Injured last year, but they've been good.
Adam Thielen got better when he left.
Yeah, because he's the only player on the Panthers.
Still force it.
Speaking of the Panthers, though, and then we got to go to break because we're running a little behind. Panthers acquiring Steelers wide receiver Deontay Johnson for cornerback Dante Jackson. They're swapping teams, swapping picks.
Say that one again.
Ready? The Carolina Panthers are acquiring wide receiver Deontay Johnson, and they are swapping players and picks for cornerback Dante Jackson and a pick.
God, that's confusing.
So players and a pick, 1 and 1.
Deontay Johnson for Deontay Jackson.
Yeah, Dante Jackson. So wide receiver for cornerback.
Well, if they wear the same number, it shouldn't be a big deal.
How? Do they look a lot alike? Like, will it be like a super easy transition?
I need to look.
For both of them? Yeah, have you seen a side? Has this been the same?
Funny.
Has this been the same player every time?
We wrap up the first hour whenever we get back. Tuning on live from the Albuquerque Duke Store, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half.
Yeah.
Research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
And traffic right now, things are moving better westbound on I-40, but you're still going to see slowdown starting right around San Mateo, and they're going to last until Coors. So you're going to want to continue to watch yourself going through there. Southbound I-25 right now between Osuna and Candelaria, traffic moving slow there. Also dealing with slowdowns westbound on Paseo right now between I-25 and the river. Northbound I-25, traffic continuing to move a bit slow between Gibson and Central. Also, congestion persists on Montano westbound. That's going to start at 2nd Street and westbound on Alameda right now between Jefferson and Coors. Traffic moving slow there as well.
Brought to you by the PBR Ty Murray Invitational, March 22nd through 24th.
Join the professional bull riders and the legendary Ty Murray, March 22nd through the 24th at the Pit for the PBR Ty Murray Invitational. Don't miss the world's rankest bulls go hoof to spur against the toughest cowboys. Tickets on sale now at golobos.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West is red hot, but only one team is guaranteed an automatic berth. Listen to the opening drive with Jeff Simietta and JJ Bach, live from the Mountain West Tournament in Vegas. Brought to you by Coleman Vision. Perfect vision, perfect game. Airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter. Enchanted Mechanical, the heating and cooling doctor. DSI Document Solutions Inc. NM. Boost your productivity and reduce your costs with DSI. And by Frontier Restaurant, an Albuquerque tradition for more than 50 years. Mountain West coverage and the NCAA tournament live here. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
I'm heading out to catch a game with my friends. I don't want to die.
It's girls' night out. I don't want to die.
We're going to my son's house for dinner. I don't want to die.
Too many innocent victims die because of drunk driving. The senseless loss of life must stop. It's up to you to end DWI. This message brought to you by NMDOT.
Good news, boys. Finish the crossword.
Lobo fans, when you head to Vegas for the tournament, get off to a good start. Make your final stop at airport parking. Shuttles run every 4 minutes. The driver picks you up at your vehicle, drops you off at the terminal door, and helps you unload your luggage. Even better, at airport parking, it starts at just $4.95 per day. That's less than half of the $14 per day to park in the Sunport garage. Take exit 221 off I-25 to Sunport. Then take the first right to airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Without the ones like you who work tirelessly,
You guys are coming back in 30 seconds.
stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power
Are there any dogs?
on you. No matter the weather, emergency,
Oscar.
we're the ones who get it done.
Tasha's dog.
We're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. One click with that phone just outlined. Ranger, for the ones who get
No. Carlos loves Darby.
Comes for sport. 95.9
There you go.
10, the sports animal.
Trevor Bauer went to spring training and beat up on Dodgers minor leaguers. And he told the world, I'm back. He's my favorite.
He's into some weird stuff.
Uh-huh.
Let's get that out of the way. But consensual weird stuff.
Yep.
Not a criminal. Broke no laws. As far as I know, broke no rules. Is one of the best pitchers on the planet, was Cy Young candidate every single year, and he's being legit blacklisted.
0 scouts went to the game.
He's willing to play like Russell Wilson. He's willing to play for league minimum with a bunch of contract enhancers. Why don't you sign that guy? I understand why the Dodgers won't. That would be weird bringing him back. I understand why the Astros won't. That would be weird and uncomfortable for everyone. But there is 28 other teams in baseball that should have a pitcher of that caliber on their team.
Said he would play for league minimum. He went on to say, quote, I'm just asking for league minimum. So it's not a money thing. I've served my suspension twice over. I've been cleared of everything in the legal system. If you think about it logically, there's really no reason I shouldn't have a job, but I don't. So it is what it is. We'll see how it plays out. I don't want to predict the future. We'll see.
We love a good redemption story on this program. this country, this world loves a good redemption story. We'll say up and down, Mike Vick did the crime. He did his time. He was reformed. He deserves to have a job. Trevor Bauer didn't even commit a crime. He was found not guilty. The charges were dropped.
Suspended 324 games after 2 women alleged consensual sexual encounters with Bauer turned violent. 2 other women later came forward with similar allegations. The Los Angeles District Attorney Office declined to bring criminal charges to Bauer, settled the civil lawsuits out of court.
Maybe there's just a different understanding of what's going on in this world in baseball as compared to football and basketball. If a similar story happened in basketball or football, and the whatever player, insert name here, was as talented at their sport as Trevor Bauer is at baseball, they would have a job.
Or the Albuquerque Duke store. We opened the 7th, Steve. What's the deal?
Sure.
Is this because of spring forward and there's so much light outside? Is this
There's
right?
light outside.
I love it so much.
Spring forward is my favorite time of the year.
Can you tell how much happier I am today, Steve?
Yeah.
Just like baseline happiness.
Check in and see if it does.
Do what?
So come on, follow me.
Nope, no, they haven't.
Down the block to the bottom of the street. It's like the bottom of the beat. See the problem with the feet? The devil's trying to break us down.
Maybe one day.
They're gonna draft.
Yeah, they have to by rule.
Yeah, 7 or so.
Looks like the Oklahoma State Cowboys put up 7 first-round innings in the women.
They're gonna take the Texas running back.
Moving on. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
I made a brainstorm for more knowledge.
Clear.
Up from Skidmore College.
This message is brought to you by the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish. TJ Trout here, and spring fishing in New Mexico is fantastic. Take it from me. For more information or to go buy your license online, visit the Department of Game and Fish website at wildlife.state.nm.us. Get out and fish, New Mexico.
No traffic right now. We're still seeing those slowdowns westbound on I-40. Those are going to start around San Mateo. They're going to last until 4 there. Westbound on Paseo right now between I-25 and the river. Traffic also continuing to move a bit slow southbound I-25. That's going to start around the soon. It'll last until Montgomery. Westbound Montano between 4th Street and Coors, dealing with some congestion there. Also still seeing slowdowns on Alameda westbound starting around Jefferson. Will last until Coors.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation for Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Buy fresh cut daffodils at pop-up shops on Friday, March 22nd. Find the locations at phs.org/Daffodil Days. This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. By American Home Furniture and Mattress, make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
After date night.
Hi, I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. Recently, Lerner & Rowe was named the 2nd most influential law firm in the United States. Although we have offices in other parts of the country, we are your local law firm. No other law firm in the state comes close to the experience, reputation, and results as Lerner & Rowe. When you're hurt in a wreck and need a check, call the law firm that can get you the results you need. Call Lerner & Rowe.
Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney at 2011 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
Winter outside. Inside, cozy and comfy. Summer outside.
It's so hot.
Inside, cool and refreshing. Enchanted Mechanical keeps Mother Nature where she belongs, outside. Enchanted Mechanical has environmentally friendly, energy-efficient heating and air conditioning systems to save you money and keep your house at the perfect temperature all year. Right now, a new furnace is $500 off 4 pages, $29 for a furnace tune-up. Is your system sick? Call Heating and Cooling Doctor at 321-4177 or visit enchantedmechanicalnm.com.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors and more.
Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
We're the first people, except for the truck that stopped. We're the second.
What's that
people
sound?
there.
That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppable bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables in Wash Scenty.
Turning saw the too fast.
KNML AM Albuquerque is the sports animal. The cutest media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Yeah.
Now betting for the sports animal. Your afternoon drive.
You don't drive like an asshole.
Number 2, men on. Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on deck, sir.
Here we go.
Hey, Marie Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Back live at the Albuquerque Duke store. It's been a good day for the program thus far, man.
I'm entertained. Are you not?
We're here because the Lady Lobos basketball team did not win yesterday.
Yeah, bummer.
We are?
Sad for those young student athletes.
We would have been off the air.
Oh. Also, I'm sad for me because I had to cancel a tea time because I thought they were going to win for sure.
You play golf?
Often. Yeah. Not well, but often.
You any good?
I'm good enough not to embarrass myself. That's about it. I don't plan on getting any better.
Do you practice?
Oh, God, no. No.
Got a fun report here, boys. And this is going to come as no surprise to the three of us, but the friends of the show out there might think otherwise. So this comes from John Morosi. Okay, are you familiar with John?
Yeah, everybody is.
You are not, obviously. Works for the MLB Network.
Yeah, I know John.
Okay. Just I'll go back to my point. Quote.
It's no H. It's Jon, right?
Jon.
See? Told you.
Baseball is more popular in the U.S. than at any point in the last 16 years. Baseball's participation is at nearly 16.7 million in the United States, the highest officially recorded level since CIFA's, I don't know what CIFA is, sports something, survey of more than 120 sports began in 2008. More kids are playing baseball right now than they have in the last 20 years.
Let's go.
How incredible. On the comeback.
Then soccer.
Soccer's on its way up, too.
I don't have the full thing, but the full report, but yes.
I'm just assuming they're getting that bump from people who won't let their kids play football. Yeah. Obviously, baseball's the best. Everyone knows that. It's not up for debate. Baseball's the best all time and in the future.
We need to figure out a way to, and maybe it's the three of us with the help of whoever's, but the entire world needs to figure out a way for there to be no gatekeeping, paywall stoppage to a kid in athletics. And I don't just mean the traditional ones that we know, like the whatever you're into. Like there's an 8-year-old in my life that does like gymnastics, and the price tag on this is too high for most families. And there has to be a way for these programs to exist to where a baseball glove doesn't cost a real number, $300.
Right.
A baseball bat doesn't cost a real number, $300. A uniform doesn't cost a real number, $300. Like, there has to be a way to where kids can just pick up games and learn to love them and be active and all the superlative words that come alongside participating in activity. Like, and I don't know if the three of us are smart enough to identify what that is, but that 16 point whatever million number could easily be double that if that ease of access was there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's harder for a kid to get out there and just walk out and play baseball. Conversely, it's super easy for a kid just to walk out there and start playing basketball.
Yeah, one ball.
Or
one
soccer.
Court, soccer.
One ball, one court.
Yeah.
Easy as it absolutely gets. You can do it barefoot if you want.
Right.
Baseball, on the other hand, you need spikes, you need gloves, you need batting gloves, you need a bat, you need a field, you need it raked, you need it.
Subscription to Big Chew.
Oh, absolutely.
Big League Chew will help you.
The ease of access is not there. And I'm surprised that, MLB had their big push. Honestly, I don't even know if it's still going on, but the big push before COVID to reach urban communities. Yeah. Who was the fake Tim Anderson, Mookie Betts, a lot of other these African American baseball players.
Oh, are you talking about revitalizing baseball in the inner city?
Yeah.
RBI?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big initiative when I was on air in St. Louis.
Yeah. I haven't heard of a lot of it since COVID.
It became real interesting. So I'll give you my one experience with it. They put up some parks. They refinished, refurbished, revitalized.
Yeah.
What word do you want me to use here, Steve?
You said them all.
Sure. Okay. These parks in inner city neighborhoods, and that was nice. And then they had nice ribbon cuttings, and then those communities couldn't afford to upkeep them, and that sucked.
Yeah.
But it was, I think there was one in Ferguson, Missouri, which is right outside St. Louis. That's famed for the Mike Brown,
right.
Hands up, don't shoot. The wild thing about it is it was cool in theory, but you need funds in perpetuity. You need someone to exist there, and also you need communities that will not abuse or misallocate that monies, and that's so impossible. It's so wildly impossible.
Yeah, I think it's acting on bad faith for both parties, just accepting that help in the first place.
Yeah.
If the MLB or whatever program can't maintain it for the life of the field or the program, and then if the city or the county or the neighborhood or whatever can't take care of it, you should say no. If you can't take care of it, you can't maintain it, it can go somewhere else where it'll be used.
There's a medical similarity to this, which is going to sound extreme, but it's not. Getting like an organ donation is very expensive, and you cannot receive an organ donation unless you can prove that you can afford the medications that allow your body to maintain that thing forever, because it will go to someone who can't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same idea here, where you almost have to have in that application process, hey, we have funds put aside for, and we're going to create leagues that initiate money in to maintain this thing for years to come. Or RBI needed to set up hey, with funds raised, it needs to go into this account through Major League Baseball's official bank partner, fill in the blank, where it'd be invested in these things on return. And there's so many more layers to this thing. So many more layers. But we could all, the three of us, can sit here and go, yeah, numbers are up, baseball slaps.
Yeah.
But it should be way up.
Sure. So I have a couple questions. I was clarifying. So baseball numbers are up for kids, right?
Yes,
so,
right.
And then that's one thing, but you were also talking about cost of playing.
Yeah, too high.
So there's some access, I guess, if the numbers are up.
Mm-hmm.
But the cost to stay in the sport may be prohibited.
I feel like it is. That's my opinion.
I agree with that.
And you'll find,
but I think too, part of that increase in cost may be like club teams, and I'm not going to bash on that,
right?
But it feels like, club teams, if you play club sports, any kind of club sports, you're going to be paying.
You're talking pay to play
more,
baseball,
yes, than if you play little league. You're going to pay, but high school. There's high school sports that you can go out for and play on. There's YMCA's and stuff that we've heard about. So I think it's this the kids or the parents that think their kids are going to be a pro at some point, and they're going to put them in the club sports, and they're going to give them the best coaching, and that's driving up the amount of money I think it costs to participate in those. So I don't know if that for a fact, but that's what it feels like.
Well, I think pay to play youth athletics is a another beast in itself, and I think you're very correct. You know, it's
but in the end, it's driving the things that you need to play: the bats, the balls, the gymnastics uniforms, the new uniforms, because you're having another event that you have to get a different uniform for. I was just out in Phoenix. My niece's daughter's in a dance thing, and the amount of money that goes into just a hour long, 5-minute dance recital is crazy.
Well, and it gets even more wild, just to piggyback off this with kids. I have a niece in my life, right? And she is so good at dance that she goes to Disney World and performs on like ESPN in front of the world in this like huge ass dance thing or whatever. So when you talk to my brother about it, he'll tell you, oh yeah, she practices 5 days a week, and then the 2 days she's not practicing, they have a cakewalk, or they have a car wash, or they have a fill in the whatever. And he goes, it's a full-time job for my kid.
Yeah.
To pay, and he's like, and you know how fortunate my family is to be comfortable financially, but he would say to me, hey, it makes more sense to me to just pay the money to cover the money that would be raised. That way my child can have a childhood as well.
Sure.
You know, and I think there's something repulsive about it. You know, I think that existence is repulsive, but if you ask her, she's living her dream, and how do you tell her otherwise? Like, you can't.
I mean, access to these, before you even have access to these things, you got to have the kid want to do it. I know there's a lot of examples of young athletes. You learn it from your parents put you in it. You either like it or you don't like it. You don't have a taste for it. But I think organically, to continue to grow baseball in the youth, it's not just parents are scared of their kid getting concussions, et cetera, long-term CTE, blah, 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 which is part of the equation. But it's access to the love of the game. And MLB has to drop the blackout structure. Every kid who has internet access should have access to watch Major League Baseball and find their new favorite team and find their new favorite player and get that little taste, get that little love that I know a lot of us did when we were young.
Well, it's about touching it, right? You're right, because I'm 39, which I think puts me as the youngest at this table. And when I was a kid, I vividly remember over the summer, the Park and Rec program in town had come out and play, where it was a teenager, it was a kid. They would sit out there. He'd have a bag, and they would have gloves and bats and balls, and he'd literally just dump them out on the pitcher's mound, and the field wasn't lined, and it was just, and all the neighborhood kids would show up, and we would have a quote-unquote adult there to make sure we're playing within the rules of the game, and that's how I fell in love with the game. You know, and we hear it all the time from people. We hear it from friends of the show. Watching baseball is unbearable on TV. We hear it all the time. Not for me, it's not. Maybe not for you two guys either. But I get it. You know, and maybe it's not for me because I tactitiously the smell of the game. I was talking to our boss the other day. We're going to opening day for the Isotopes, and then we're not going back the rest of the year. Like, that is it for us this year with the Isotopes, right? We get opening day, and then there is no radio presence at the Isotopes field. And what I'm going to miss every 2 weeks is talking about the smell of the grass and the weather and all these things that maybe should only be shined for the first 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 series of the year. But for real, for me, it's fresh and it's brand new every single time.
Right.
And that stuff is lost. It is absolutely lost whenever kids don't get a chance to access the game. And it breaks my heart. Yeah. Come out and play was the best. It would not work today.
I mean, if there's more interest and neighborhood kids have access to a baseball field or a park or the general interest has to be the driver. Not running away from another sport, but embracing the sport.
Yeah, and you're right about on TV. It's like you think of the NBA, NFL, and Major League Baseball. You can get pretty much any NFL game on the weekends. You can see your favorite team playing.
Mm-hmm.
NBA, you can see your favorite team playing. But baseball, if you have a favorite team, you're almost out of luck sometimes.
Regionally.
Yeah. I don't live in my home market. I can easily watch every Cardinals game.
Yeah.
If I live in my home market, it's not over broadcast airwaves. So if that was your whatever, that's not an option for you anymore. And now with the way it's so stupid with all these sports affiliates in cities that don't meet their like measurables or contract agreements, and then that'll all be gone within 5 years.
It has to be.
All that regional stuff will be gone.
I mean, you've seen the failure of Bally. What's Bally's other cohort company? They're failing too because the people who want it don't have access to it. It's a stupid model.
Not the best. Not the best at all. College baseball right now is better than it's ever been. Like, UNM baseball right now is so wildly good. Were they 11-1 in the non-con?
I think so.
That's crazy. We continue from the Duke store whenever we get back from the break. We got our Isham Dental soundbite of the day. It's 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
For more than 50 years, Clark's
There, I have it ready, and it promise it's good, and it's 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Cool, and we're gonna riff over.
quality pet care
Okay, I just want to let you know it's 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
gifts for owners and pets. The Pet Supply Superstore. Visit clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium.
Well, traffic right now. We do have crash cleanup continuing. San Mateo and Candelaria. Watch yourself going through there. You're going to see slowdowns in all directions. Also, things continue to move slow westbound on I-40 approaching Carlisle. Those slowdowns will last until Coors. Southbound I-25 right now between Osuna and Montgomery. Still dealing with some slowdowns there. Headed west on Montano from 4th Street to Coors. Traffic moving slow there. And slowdowns continuing westbound on Paseo between I-25 and the river.
Brought to you by First Choice Community Healthcare. First Choice Community Healthcare in Los Lunas is hosting a free COVID-19 vaccine shot clinic on Friday, March 15th at their location on Don Pascal from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The First Choice Community Healthcare free shot clinic is open to everyone 6 months and older.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming. The madness is coming.
Oh my God, I've had one so long.
You guys always ruin this. I was trying to be dramatic. The madness is coming!
Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game.
And it's over. This heavyweight battle is won by
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Nothing beats homemade. With every ingredient, there's authenticity. Handcrafted to make you savor every single bite. And there is no better place to enjoy that than Frontier Restaurant. Because Frontier has been perfecting their New Mexican style homemade dishes for more than 50 years. From their delicious green chili stew and pozole to their famous breakfast burritos. Frontier thanks to UNM Sound Pack and Spirit Squads for their contribution to keeping the Lobo spirit alive. Join Frontier in supporting the UNM Lobos.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-364-1031 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-364-1031. That's 800-364-1031. What do you have to lose? Call 800-364-1031. Again, 800-364-1031.
Bull riding, the perfect fusion of strength, skill, and pure willpower. Professional bull riders aren't just athletes, they are daredevils with cowboy souls. Come experience the true modern West, where 8 seconds of glory will create a lifetime of memories. The PBR bucks into town with the PBR Ty Murray Invitational at the Pit, March 22nd through 24th. Tickets available at golobos.com. Hold on tight. The ride of your life is about to begin.
Jessica,
This is the happiest day of my life. Right up there with the day I bought my RV and insured it with Progressive. Man, I love that thing. There are a million fish in the sea, which I'm reminded of every time I bring my RV to the lake, but I vow to love and cherish you just as much as I cherish campsites with full electric and water hookups. I'm so sorry.
Protect your beloved with an RV policy from Progressive. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is the same. But finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Eric Strauss here. My home has become my happy place. I want to protect that investment with quality painting from CertaPro Painters. They help you from start to finish, and you don't have to deal with any of the mess. It's simple to book from start to finish, all at the right price. Each CertaPro
Here we go.
is independently owned and operated right here in New Mexico. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
The sports animal is now 27 years old. What we're saying is, it's now not creepy to tell us how good we look for our age. Just remember, we're not that kind of creeper.
Back live from the Duke store. Hey, Marie, do you have our Isham Dental soundbite of the day?
I do.
Let's go.
Binge poke.
Here's Jesse Cole. 3-time All-Star and Houston Astros Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz, Roy Oswalt.
This is the Savannah Bananas, Steve. They brought Roy Oswalt in Houston out to pitch. Oh, they did. So sweet. Mm-hmm.
How about this for an entrance? One of the greatest pitchers.
The video, he's teary-eyed.
in
He's so
history.
excited about coming out.
Roy spent over a decade here
The Wizard
calling
of
Minute
Oz.
Maid Park home
Who's?
and was a top 5 finisher in the Cy Young 5 different times.
So good.
Is arguably the greatest pitcher in Houston Astros history.
That's
And
right.
he endeared himself to the fans since the minute he debuted in 2001. And man, this place is roaring
His
for
stupid
him.
body and the way it reacts with those pitches. So he comes out to the thing, Steve.
13-year
And I
MLB
get
career, 3-time All-Star.
The Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Zach McMahon out of
Putting on a
Mandeville,
show.
Louisiana with Taj
But
Porter.
he's
pitch hit
he's
for
still
Brooklyn
just
Bell.
lacing BBs out
Payoff
there.
pitch. There goes A-Cup. Cut and a miss. Nasty bender from Oswald. Looked like it could have been an Ephus. And he gets a strikeout of Taj Porter.
Yes.
And a standing ovation.
Of course it's a standing
Full capacity
ovation.
crowd here in Minute Maid.
So the question
The
is,
Major
Steve
League
Van,
veteran still shows that he's got a little in the tank there.
Whenever
Throwing the spinner
the
and getting
Savannah
the K
Bananas
against
come
Porter.
here to Albuquerque to play baseball,
Let's get it down to Jake
I mean,
Peavy.
who do you want to see him bring out?
Here with newly
Who do you want the Savannah
Roy
Bananas
Oswald,
to
talk to me about how that felt,
bring
pal.
onto the
Man,
crowd?
it felt great to be back out there.
Remember, you can kill the
Here,
sound.
Robert.
You asking me?
Yes, the historian of baseball.
Yeah, right. Shoot, I wasn't. Well, I don't know. It's a tough one.
It's Ray Birmingham.
Is it?
So yes. So you need Ray Birmingham to come out, and he, in a cowboy hat, comes out with a fungo, and just starts just lacing them, just placing them in the field. Like you got to make a whole scene. Alex Bregman comes out. Put Alex Bregman out there. Like you have hometown heroes. I don't need to see Tim Keller before the game doing any dumb stuff. I don't need Michelle Lujan Grisham. I don't need weird Manny Gonzalez. I sell guns illegally and keep running for public office. I need heroes, baseball heroes, boys.
I got you right here.
Yep.
Multiple time MABL Player of the Week, co-host of Two Men on the Sports Animal, Van Nunley.
Who?
And the crowd goes mild.
What is happening?
Did you just whisper Marty Chavez?
Yeah, no. I did not.
Batting cleanup for the Savannah Bananas, Juan Tebow.
St. Juan Tebow? I think you put Scott Isham out there, Isham Dill.
Yeah, let's go.
That's what I'm, but is there a name like that here? It's got to be someone from the Duke's days, right? Like it has to. Is it Mike Piazza?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. I mean, there was a guy named Brian Traxler that played here that people loved, and he was in an elongated, minor league career here but he was awesome. But he wouldn't be. He's no longer with us, but people would remember him.
Not available because they'd be playing legitimate baseball. Like Wynton Bernard would be good. Like you bring on Wynton Bernard.
Isotopes hitting coach Jordan Pacheco.
That's a good get.
Yeah.
Yep. Mitch Garver.
Now, obviously, the Isotopes are on the road that time because
because the Bananas are here.
Bananas are
They're not available.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Mitch Garver might be a sprinkle.
Mitch Garver's
busy.
a good one.
Might be busy.
He's a little busy.
Might be busy.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Neil Patrick Harris.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Not even baseball players. You bring up
Yes.
Brian Urlacher and Kenny Thomas.
And Brian Urlacher jumps out of it like an Unzer race car.
Yeah.
Like
Doing
Driven
donuts.
by Al Jr.
actually, Brian Urlacher is dropped like coming out of the dugout because he's going to pitch in this scenario, but it's a hot air balloon that brings him into the stadium.
Totally.
That works for me. That's what I want from the Savannah Bananas. And they do this in every town.
Well, I'm sure they have somebody planned. They haven't contacted me.
Steve Palmisano.
Yeah. Obvious first answer.
Yeah.
Connect with Isham Dental, 505-881-0422. You can set an appointment right online. Don't forget Medicare A and B is an option for you. This is the stuff, though. This is the dentures. This is getting it done in as little as 3 appointments. As I mentioned before, I was so fortunate to be able to receive the services of Scott, and I have, for the first time in my adult life, a very good smile.
Yeah, about time.
I never had that.
You almost hit 40.
I almost went 40 years. Same day dentures. Also, layaway program. They have the whole thing figured out. So reach out to Isham Dental, a world of talent over there for general dentistry, teeth whitening, and dental implants. Whenever we get back from the break, we only have 30 more minutes of the show left. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
The madness is coming.
And 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal, has a million reasons to fill out a bracket with us. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge is back.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Brought to you by Sandia Resort and Casino. Close to home, far from ordinary. Brush up on your college basketball picks and fill out your $1 Million Bracket on SportsAnimalABQ.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate prescriptions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads from the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. If we can't tax it, then you pay nothing. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6580. That's 800-583-6580.
Join the professional bull riders and the legendary Ty
my girls to bring ice
22nd through the 24th at the pit for the PBR Ty Murray. The world's rankest bulls go hoof.
Where does he live now?
Against the toughest cowboys when PBR bucks into town. Tickets on sale now at golobos.com. The PBR Ty Murray Invitation, 22nd through 24th. Get your tickets today.
At Target,
This is the first one they use in my entire life.
Solo, you can put all your eggs in one basket. Surprise them with Target exclusive favorite day treats, like our unique chocolate basket, all from just $4. Add in some fun with a 6-pack of bubbles, 50-piece sidewalk chalk, and super soft stuffed animals, all for $5. And get great picks with new Easter looks. It's easy with women's and girls' dresses, only $20 and under. Low prices on everything Easter? Now that's Target. People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket, just like our customer Jared.
I'm this wearing guitarist in a band, and I use my Cricket phone for everything. It's basically like another band member.
Don't miss a single beat. Switch today and get a free Samsung Galaxy A14 5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
For testimonial, must bring your number to Cricket on up to a $60 a month voice plan, depending on device. Select models only while supplies last. First month service charge and tax to its sale. Cricket 5G requires a compatible device and is not available everywhere. Fees, terms, and restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hey, it's Jeff Symbieta. Join March 21st and 22nd at Document Solutions Incorporated for their March to the Madness event. Experience DSI's cutting-edge solutions for AV security camera systems. Find out how DSI can streamline your operations.
One more minute.
Of your business is always operating at peak efficiency. Take advantage of their business health checks with specialists and internationally renowned specialty. Jonathan Blakely, DSINM.com to learn more about their March to the Madness event. Hurry, space is limited.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-364-1031 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-364-1031. That's 800-364-1031. What do you have to lose? Call 800-364-1031. Again, 800-364-1031.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Wednesday on
Tell me no one goes there. And I go,
day for local men's basketball.
I mean, it seems like this.
American Air Force.
Like
And the latest on NFL free agency.
Here you go.
Here we go.
I am.
Mike is hot.
It's time to rock it, yo, the party don't stop. It's time.
Why don't baseball pitchers, Major League Baseball pitchers, professional baseball pitchers, primarily Major League Baseball pitchers, aren't they always get MRIs like once a year? I'm really confused.
Are you talking about pitchers?
Yeah.
Like baseball pitchers?
Like Major League ones.
Like Major League Baseball pitchers?
Yeah.
Say pitcher again.
Say it. That would make sense. Kind of like an annual checkup.
Garrett Cole will never pitch again.
For 365 days.
Is he out? Did it come back? I didn't hear.
The Yankees today made a trade offer to the Chicago White Sox for Dylan Cease.
So, not looking good for old Garrett Cole. They sent a letter to Garrett Cole to cease and desist pitching.
Still on.
You got a little chuckle out of Van on that.
Actual
637.
Actual answer is pitchers can't do this because they don't want to know, and they don't want the team to know.
Well,
if you're
somebody's going to know.
Oh, it's like when your credit score is bad, so you just don't look.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't keep. Well, that's different.
What is, Steve?
They'll keep buying.
yeah, they will.
Somebody will give them a credit card.
I mean, I don't know when you do it. January 1st? Why not? All right. Everyone meet in Mobile or wherever they do MRIs. I have no idea. Get your MRI done. You're not worth this much. Like that's why they don't do it.
It would have to be in the contract. Both sides would have to sign off. Again, all this money, like, no one wants you to know their actual health until you're not healthy. The only time they're allowed to do a full physical like this is the week before you sign that giant contract.
Yeah.
After that, you're just crossing your fingers.
Is Snell still available? I feel like he is.
He is.
Shouldn't they just sign him?
They should trade for Cease and sign him.
Tony Snell.
Mm-hmm. They're both very available.
If he signs with them, he probably could get his, whatever he was looking for with the NBA.
Well, he put up a lot of zeros in the NBA, so that's a good thing on the baseball field. Yeah.
Montgomery still available?
Snell and Montgomery.
Sign them both.
Who's available? Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, Trevor Bauer. Sign him too.
He'll play for the league mini.
He'll do great in New York. He won't draw any attention to himself.
You know what team I would buy his jersey? I would buy Trevor Bauer's jersey so quick, but a throwback one with the actual letters on the back and not just itty bitty squinty boys.
Mm-hmm.
If he signed with, I don't know, the St. Louis Cardinals, like you pick get a team that at the mini. Maybe that's what teams are doing. They're waiting to see where they are midway through the season.
Mm-hmm. I'd snatch him up now.
I would too.
If I was like a lower mid-market team that's got a chance to compete, like the Cincinnati Reds. If I was a Cincinnati Reds or like Seattle Mariners or any kind of mid-level team trying to take the next leap, I'd sign him. If he becomes a distraction, he's only making the league minimum. Cut him.
Just keep him in the minors somewhere.
You don't want him to go to like some giant market. You don't want him to be a Dodger or a Yankee or a Cub. Trevor Bauer can just keep
he won't go to the Dodgers.
Well, he won't go to the Dodgers. It's a team that won't let him back. I'm just talking about the market size.
The Angels.
If you put him in Kansas City, if you put him in Cincinnati, you put him in, where he started, Cleveland, bring him back to where it all started.
He's not trying to just play on a team. He wants the league minimum to play on a really good team to go win a World Series. And then he shows everyone.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Blake Snell right now and you're just sitting at home and you see Garrett Cole go down, because, by the way, Steve, Garrett Cole's done. He won't pitch all year for the Yankees.
I need to look that up.
Doesn't believe it.
Do you just start salivating? I'm about to be a Yankee.
Scott Boras is salivating. He's like, I got to pawn somebody off on these guys.
Don't the White Sox trade all their players to the Royals, or am I just making that up? Is that a thing in my head? I'm trying to think of who the White Sox usually dance with. I feel like there's a lot of former Royals on the White Sox. Like if you're doing an immaculate grid, half the league is those two teams.
There's a lot of movement. People don't want to stay there.
Well, this is bad for Garrett Cole and the New York Yankees.
Just can't have nice things over there.
Nope. Go and get the MRI every year, one time.
Again, it's a simple equation. The players won't sign up for it.
You don't just do it on your own, though, and not tell your boss? Because that's what I would do. And then if there was something going on, I'd be like, okay, let's go right now. I would rather start my Tommy John surgery on October the 1st.
Right.
Than on February or on March, whatever. And then Aaron Judge has to get an MRI on his abs. And you're like, what? Why? What are you doing so wrong up there, New York Yankees?
Well, Garrett Cole's thrown over 200 innings every year for a decade. It's bound to happen. Aaron Judge is 7 foot tall. This is bound to happen.
How do you get an MRI and they're like, sir, there's too many muscles?
Excuse me.
can't see through your belly button muscle. And all the Yankees fans' stomachs are upset too, because they're all getting the IBS from the Yankees from all their favorite players going down. Gonna throw up, Steve.
What time is it? Isn't it time for the little jingle?
You're talking about the Mario movie?
Run us out. Roll it, Amory.
Of all the days that all this Cowboys and Yankees news drops,
always seems to happen.
Steve is sitting right here.
On a hello. Oh my God.
So all your players just getting totally normal precautionary MRIs? That's what you're saying?
No, not.
Who's more likely to sign free agent Blake Snell? The
Not
New
the
York
Cowboys.
Yankees or the Dallas Cowboys?
Aaron Ben's like, here's the thing about our guys. They're a little vampire. They're just like laying in those tubes. It's like no big deal. They suck so bad. Wrap up the program whenever we get back with what was the top story of the weekend, which we didn't get to yesterday because we were short-showed. But
short-showed.
Kate Middleton is probably dead. It's 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Brought to you by First
Got 4 minutes.
Healthcare. First Choice Community Healthcare in Los Lunas is hosting a free COVID-19 vaccine shot clinic on Friday, March 15th at their location on Don Pascal from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The First Choice Community Healthcare free shot clinic is open to everyone 6 months and older.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but new Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with new Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
This is wild.
Yeah.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it.
They say it's a
Imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-364-1031 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-364-1031. That's 800-364-1031. What do you have to lose? Call 800-364-1031. Again, 800-364-1031.
It's been over 20 years since I had LASIK surgery with Dr. Stephen Coleman, and it changed my life. It's Jeff Simietta, and I've got Dr. Coleman with me. Doc, I'm sure technology is even better now. Why should someone consider LASIK?
Well, honestly, Jeff, there's been so many advances in LASIK technology, and it really comes down to precision. Kind of like TVs have more pixels, so it's more high-definition vision, and that's what we're providing now with the current LASIK technology. Developed primarily here in New Mexico and used all over the world.
So for somebody hearing this who has vision issues, what should they do?
Come in, talk to me. Things have changed actually since I did your LASIK, but we go through a really rigorous screening process, and identifying great candidates, and people who are great candidates on the other end see really, really well. So we just encourage people to come in, learn about us, and give them a good, honest opinion.
Dr. Coleman's renowned for being among the best LASIK surgeons anywhere, and after all these years, I'm glad I found him, and I call him a friend. Call Coleman Vision at 505-821-8880. See more testimonials deals to schedule your free consultation at ColemanVision.com.
Ready for another awesome sweet deal? Your next amazing meal is calling. This week's sweet deal is from Tomasitas Albuquerque. This Friday at 9 a.m., you'll get $50 to Tomasitas for only $25. Wow, that's a sweet deal.
Real corn, real New Mexico chile, real beef, real honey. That's what Tomasita's restaurant has been serving since 1974. When Tomasita Leva opened her restaurant, she made everything from scratch using her grandmother's recipes. And to this day, that's still the Tomasita's way. Whether you're in the mood for a piping hot relleno, a mouth-watering tomato,
That's a guy thing.
You pee in
the shower.
an oversized burrito, or a smothered enchilada.
I don't. I'm saying guys do.
In Albuquerque and I-25 in Jefferson in front of Century Rio 24. Open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week.
Get your $50 to Tomasitas Albuquerque for only $25. At Tomasitas, they don't mess with the chili, and that's why it tastes so good. Log on to the station's website and click the Sweet Deals logo Friday at 9 a.m. You'll be saying sweet.
O'Reilly. You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard.
I can't think of a single reason I would ever drink beer.
All right. Come back in 20 seconds.
Double dare.
Oh, if you got double dare, do you drink beer?
Forget a single dare. There's no way.
If the NWA said,
Sir, your scent maracas smell amazing. You could call them scent maracas, but most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads. Way fresher than detergent cologne.
I'm not drinking.
Duke City's home for sports. 90.
Okay. Here we go. Mike's hot.
What were you saying?
Come on, yeah, come on.
Continue the joke.
Come on. You better give me that, Yeah. You throw up the set, homie, throw up the set. You better take it back.
All right, the less famous princess. So there's two of them. There's Meghan Markle. And there's, what's the other one? Kate Middleton.
Mm-hmm. And Dak Prescott.
And King Henry. So Kate Middleton, she goes on social media and she's like, because I guess Sunday was British Mother's Day, so not regular Mother's Day. So don't feel like you guys missed it.
Like,
yeah. So it was the British one.
Yeah, no Mother's Day without representation.
Thank you. And then, so there's a photo of Kate Middleton and her 3 kids, which I assume are like Prince William's kids too. I don't.
That's probably pretty good.
Okay, so the internet's like
all a buzz.
Yeah, because she hasn't been seen in public in months, and it's being rumored that she's very dead, and that maybe a botched plastic surgery, maybe like a self-harm thing. But this photo is just not an actual photo of her, period. Have you guys seen the photo?
No, but I am looking for it right now.
I've seen it.
Hey, Marie, did you see this photo?
Yeah. So I guess, like, of course, all these Photoshop pros on the internet said it's a photo that someone took when she was in Vogue, and they just resurfaced it.
Correct. Yeah. They took her head off the Vogue one, and maybe put it on top of a body double. Is that what you saw? Because that's what I saw. And then if you look at like her hands don't line up with like her body.
It's weird.
And the kid's shoes, like the girl, I don't know the daughter's name. Like she's wearing one high heel, but then she's wearing one flat shoe.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that's weird. And then all the smiles on the kids are the exact same smiles on the kids.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like Children of the Corn adjacent.
Okay, the kid does have 2 different shoes on. That's weird.
I'm telling. No, there's like.
Wait a second. It's weird for a how old? 4-year-old to have 2 different shoes on?
This is like a
Come on.
teenager.
She's old enough. I think she's probably like in between 8 and 10, maybe.
Yeah, same thing.
She's old enough to put on the right shoes.
Oh, she is.
The little boy, like he's missing fingers and stuff, which is kind of weird. There's like the kid from behind, the arms don't bend around hair the way that they're bending. Here's what I'm trying to say. Is she alive? Is the question. And if not, what happened to the less famous princess?
I'm leaning towards something reasonable.
What does that have to do with it?
You think she died because of the surgery she had?
I don't know. This is not a real thing.
That's like when people haven't seen her since her surgery.
They're
They're
posting a picture like, hey, here's a picture of us. Happy Mother's Day. We love you. And they're like, why is the grass green in this photo? It's March in the United Kingdom. We don't have green grass.
I'm leaning towards something reasonable. Like the surgery went poorly and she doesn't want to go back sickly or whatever because image is so important to them. Or maybe the botched plastic surgery. That could be reasonable. Like she got messed it up and obviously her appearance is so important to her. Her public image is so important that she can't go out in public.
It was an abdominal surgery.
That's what they all say.
That's what they said.
Yeah, that's what they do.
So a tummy tuck?
Oh, a little mommy makeover? Like, I'm into that. Like, that seems fine.
I don't see the shoes being different.
I mean, they're different. Like, what do you think? You think that chair just has a tassel on one side? Like, of course those are different shoes. And like,
the fingers seem fine to me. The shading seems fine.
The kid's cardigan, the girl.
There's one kid's missing 2 of his bottom teeth. That is not even right.
Well, he asked for the wrong thing for Christmas, dude.
So there's
there's
other accusations though besides the botched plastic surgery.
Sweet, let's go.
I guess there's rumors of Prince William's infidelity pushed Kate to the edge of no return.
Well, that's what they said too.
And domestic violence.
Amory, they were like, hey, where's he at? And they're like, oh, he took the photo. This is obviously a professional photo.
Like
he's not.
Yeah, like what?
But I don't see why she wanted to put up a photo of her family because it's Mother's Day. Why wouldn't she just pick a photo that they've taken before and put that up? I mean, people do that all the time. I mean, there's not a picture, so that makes this weird, right?
Her legs are so much smaller than her head.
Every professional photo gets photoshopped. That's what photo editors do. They fix the photo. They get rid of the smile lines. They get rid of the bad lighting. They swap smiles from better pictures so everyone has the best smile possible. The fact that it's being photoshopped isn't the issue. Professional photographers Photoshop every creative photo.
They took it with a phone that says, oh, don't like the smile, so then pick it from another. I mean, you see that?
No.
Yes. They could have used that phone.
I'm assuming it's new Google Pixel.
It's Google Pixel.
There you go.
Everybody knows that. It's big in the UK. I'm sure that's
Good program today, boys. Steve, thank you for running errands for only the first part of the show.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to miss that time.
I hope your day gets better.
Hey, Marie, sorry about your Vikings.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Hope your day gets better.
Van, final words?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. Anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
Lady Lobos definitely are not playing tomorrow. The men are on KKOB. Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow.